Hi, hey, hello, and welcome to Power Word Play, a Dungeons & Dragons live stream where a bunch of lovely adventurers must protect the Swords Coast from the wrath of Tiamat. My name's Josiah Groff, and let's get into tonight's episode.
Lady Tiamat whispers, her children fly north. No virtue will stop them. Send the sins forth.
And welcome back. So, Sins, for recap tonight, it'll be our lowest on the roll.
Okay. Lowest.
Let's see what we got.
Ruh-roh.
It'd be funny.
Are we getting a
kind
random
of be
recap?
lost.
Elias, let's start with you.
18.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
Sola.
19.
That's
Lower than
high.
these two, 16.
Wow.
Hi, Ramsey.
Okay. This can't be right. This can't be right. Our only option is to allow a lich to claim one of our friends. Gods. Damn it. I didn't run all fucking night and day, avoiding a dragon and drow, keeping Eon alive, to just have to turn around and give up. Someone who I surprisingly admire and respect. Life is unnecessarily cruel. But I guess we don't have much choice. We need to find this fucking mask and stop these fucking assholes. And in that time, I will try to figure a way to fuck over a lich. God damn it. Why us?
Thank you, Ramsey. I would offer a duck of inspiration, but I think you're full on ducks.
I am for once.
Let's give one to Eon.
Hey!
You may have noticed Janelle isn't here tonight. She's doing well, just needs a moment to rest, so we will hopefully see her again next week.
Oh wait, those are yours.
These are
right?
mine.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that Janelle's?
Yeah.
Oh, these are Janelle's. Okay.
Yeah. How many does Janelle have?
No,
Dos.
two.
Dos? Okay.
Dos taques.
Right. So, Sins. After talking with Ombor the Undying One you now find yourself teleported by his magic. All of you, including Fizzle and Horse, find yourselves floating through this ethereal space, speeding past little sparkles of dust, of light, of space. And you hear a voice pop through your heads collectively saying, "Are you wishing to send the bag carriers to the Snakewoods as well?"
No, I think if it is possible to have them sent back to Waterdeep would be the grandest thing, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately so. Boy, what service, though.
Dum! There's this resonation that happens within the teleportation, and you see Fizzle and the Horse separate from your group. Before, you see Fizzle kind of like look over and go, What's happening?
Oh no, Fizzle!
Where are we going? Wait!
We'll see you back in Waterdeep!
You see Horse. Sort of!
Horsey, no! I mean, yes! I think.
Sola and Fizzle flash off through the ethereal space in another direction.
Horsey and Fizzle?
Sorry, yes. Horsey.
Not Sola and Fizzle.
Not Sola and Fizzle, yeah. That's so funny.
Not you!
Not
One.
so fast.
You try, but not quite. Fizzle and Horse flying back to Waterdeep as your teleportation continues onward. Things get brighter, lighter. White light flying in your face, almost like snow flurries, but without any of the physicality to it. Until you're feeling yourself form again on the physical, material plane. Your feet land on wet, damp roots and stoned ground. And around you, you smell earth, trees, flowers, plants. You find yourselves now within a very dense forest. Standing on top of what you can tell is an old, dilapidated teleportation circle, covered in roots and not used in a very long time, but freshly kind of dusted off by your arrival. As you're looking around at this place, you see a stone structure, a large building within 30 feet of you, realizing now that you're in the front entryway of this building. You can see broken statues, pillars lining the way up to it. And as you kind of can see from the side, as you're on a bit of an angle here, the building goes into the ground in kind of this roof that slowly slopes down. Elias, as you're all looking around, you hear a voice pop into your head. I have teleported you to the last place I felt Tiamat's presence. Within the Snakewoods, you have arrived at a temple to Azulf. And, more recently, the resting place of an archmage known as Lauman Cease. I'd recommend being careful.
Am I able to respond? Do I feel like I can respond?
Yep.
Yeah.
You get the idea this is a sending spell.
Ascending, okay.
2.
Oh, time for number. Thanks. For sending our friends to Waterdeep. We will be as careful as possible.
Can they teleport us back?
Is this one way or?
Still have 5 words.
Why do you have 5 words?
You've got to use all the words.
Use all the words.
You gotta impress your new teacher.
Oh God. Is this one way or? Are we just stuck here? And
Clutch.
yeah. Very, very good.
You get no response.
Uh-huh.
You get the idea that is probably a one-way thing.
Oh.
Like you can't use another spell slot to cast another sending. Oh, this guy. Damn. Okay.
Maybe he thinks he can figure it out.
Well, I have just received word from my new benefactor that we are in the right spot. It's the Snakewoods.
What's this building? Why do all these buildings go into the ground?
Something about
Why would you
ancient
know?
temples that they just never hold up to what they used to, I guess.
If anyone recognizes the name Azolf, that is what this temple is for.
Would anyone like to make a religion check?
Yeah.
Which
Go
is
right
only
ahead.
like
I
to
would.
try.
Everybody, roll around.
Oh! Damn.
New proficiency bonus upgrade is helping with
Yeah.
Kenzie.
19.
Not bad.
12.
12.
26.
Ooh,
also
Okay.
19.
19. Okay. Rhaenyra, you look around and the name Azolf doesn't really mean anything to you. You see a statue up ahead of you, up a few stone steps, where there's this probably 8 or 9 foot tall man in kind of these long flowing robes. He's got a long white beard and long flowing hair. And you're like, that's probably him, I guess. Sola and Ramsey, you would know Azolf to be a god of magic. One of Mistra's kind of proteges that was well worshipped by wizards, actually. As a physical person, Azolf was kind of like a mortal who got into Mistra's favor by kind of teaching and producing new spells that furthered the weave and kind of strengthened it as well from outside forces. Actually, sorry, but you got a 19, right?
Yeah,
It was Elias and Ramsey who got a 19.
Yeah.
Sola, in your art history, you know the most about Azolf because he was one of the casualties in the times of troubles. The tale is that with some devilish magic and interference by the Hells, Azolf was teleported into the Hells. They're not sure what level, where they've had trouble reaching him ever since.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, Azolf, like, for all anybody knows, was as good as dead, sent to the Hells as he was. This is a temple to Azolf, was it?
Mhm.
I think, yeah.
Magic work.
So, yeah. But this would be an ancient place if it's a temple to Azolf, because he has not been seen on this plane for a very long time.
No.
Not a lot of worshippers anymore.
Didn't he kind of end up, during that whole kerfuffle that your ancestor created?
Do you have to put it like that? But
Well,
Yes.
no, I guess, sorry, it's a little insensitive, but... So, very old. Very, very old magic.
It would seem so.
What can go wrong there?
I was also made aware that this is the last place where, what was it, remnants of Tiamat were?
Yes, the last like energy vestige kind of feeling of Tiamat's energy on the plane.
Yes. The last vestiges of her energy.
Well, it's probably the mask.
Hopefully, and nothing more.
We're not that lucky, so...
The thing that concerns me is our lich friend threw us here. It certainly looks like a woods, but we don't know for sure that we're at the Snakewoods, and we also don't know, is it inside of this building? So I feel like we could use just a little more guidance. I'm going to try something.
All right.
Please.
And from my previous divinations, I was given an image of the creature that held the black dragon mask
Yeah.
now. And so I'm going to try a locate creature
Ooh, okay.
spell.
Very cool.
This will last for 1 hour as long as I concentrate on it, and it gives me sense the direction of the creature's location if it's in 1,000 feet. So
That's
hard to say how far down this temple goes, I suppose, but it can't locate the creature if a thickness of lead blocks the direct path. But
Lead?
I think,
Like
specifically
Superman?
it says lead. Yeah. But anyway, I think that it
Red
can,
line
like,
coffins?
search around paths
Okay,
and corners
yeah.
and stuff.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah.
You're going to echolocate.
So for this, you take a bit of fur from horse to cast this spell.
Ah, yeah, because it uses things to cast
It
it.
does.
Fur from a hmm
I'll let that happen.
Horse is very
Horses.
much like a bloodhound, which is the actual spell components. But,
we were good until you said anything, man.
Doesn't work anymore.
the horse.
Doesn't work anymore. No.
being a cleric who's competent in the ways of my magic, I would have something appropriate, obviously.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's important. All right.
We have arcane focuses.
Uh-oh.
Might be a point. In your cloak, there could be old Ramsey here.
Gotta
Yeah.
pick out all
Yeah.
the
All right. Sola,
Mhm.
you get this concentration
Could
off.
be a lot.
And as you're just kind of like sitting here listening to the group kind of like talk and hearing Elias thinking back to this conversation with Onboard, you do feel the presence of this creature in front of you where the temple lies and below the earth.
Okay, that's good. So forward and down. But it seems like we might be in the right spot, which is positive.
Well,
I also think your new teacher or boss, whatever it is, wouldn't put you in harm's way. He seemed quite obsessed with you.
Oh, obsessed is a way to put it, but yes, I would be surprised if he would just immediately throw all of us into harm's way.
well,
Well.
maybe not you.
Speaking of which, you all feel very well rested after that teleport.
Yes, I'm... exhaustion gone.
Like a long
I
rest.
feel like I've
occurred.
learned some spells suddenly. It's like
My mind
little
was
light.
expanded.
yeah.
I feel like I learned a new feat.
You have no feet. You still only have two,
Magical
Sola.
tunnel.
You know what I mean.
But yes, you all long rested in this teleport as well.
I'm actually going to use my new feature to give myself temporary hit points.
Oh. What do you think we're getting into here? Why do you want temporary hit points?
Because I can do it 4 times a day. So, no, 3 times a day.
That's still cool. Alright.
So I get 4 temporary hit points.
You get to heal all that up. Look at you go. Wait. Yeah. 4 temporary hit points.
What the hell?
Oh, you got like logged out.
It's like, no hit points for you.
No.
I'm gonna refresh mine to see if I'm.
What is everyone else doing at this moment? Do we want to continue forward? Look around the forest, try and get your bearings.
Good question.
I think this statue is what this temple is about. That's what I think. That's why the statue is here.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a statue of... What's his fault? The old wizard.
Yes, that's
Right.
why the temple is here. For him.
At one point, yes.
Right.
Now I think
Not
it has
anymore?
new occupants.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, it's a perfectly fine temple. Why not take it over?
Well, we don't think whoever has possession of the mask is a worshipper of this statue here?
Well, none of my divinations have been able to tell me that level of detail. I suppose I could do a commune if we really wanted to know, but I don't know that it matters.
I think we'll find far more information down the deep, scary hole.
Yeah. We don't know what's down there.
Not a fucking clue.
But you know the
Do you think-
creature that has the mask
Yeah,
is there?
and you guys saw it too, right? Yeah,
No.
it would have made an image we could all see, right?
Oh, okay.
He looks dangerous, right? Should I like prep us?
I wasn't there.
You weren't there.
No.
You weren't there. You two were there.
Yes.
Yes. Probably good regardless to be prepared for whatever is down there.
Because I have all these like
Lest we get jumped.
fancy bowls that I bought.
How did you get those?
And I could make a pretty nice meal in these bowls, really. You know, if it took like an hour.
How does this help us, Sola?
Well, I mean, it would be a feast fit for heroes.
But
Ching. And we could,
Whatever.
you know, have a little bit of like pre-buff magic, you know? If we want to take an hour, I don't know. if
I wouldn't
that's-
say no.
I think that's a good idea.
Who said that? Oh yeah, Eon, you're here.
Pull the
Like
cloak.
he's still here with us.
Not a bad idea at all, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna get to work.
Okay.
Okay, so say Sola for the next hour. You're going to work on preparing Hero's Feast.
Yeah.
Everyone, you have 1 hour, I'll say, to do like an action, kind of like a camp activity if you wanted. You can set up camp. You could help prepare items. You could do some history checks or look for different knowledge or prepare something.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind like taking a peek around and seeing who maybe the new inhabitants might be. If there's any kind of trace of comings and goings of people, you know, just
Okay.
who.
Okay.
It's not, you know, like, yes, old wizard,
Yes.
long gone, but somebody's here and.
Where do you want to look for this? You're kind of in the main entryway. There's like old, kind of broken down stone walls surrounding you, and then into the temple.
I'll poke back outside actually and
Cool.
peek around out there to see what I can find.
Okay, I want a survival check.
Key. 16.
16. Yeah, with a 16, I'll say you notice quite a few different pairs of footprints. All of them are bipedal. You can tell there's like walking on 2 limbs. Except for one path that has more of like a snake, like a large snake-like path. Like a giant snake was moving through it. So you get the idea that there may be some combination of Yuan Ti as well as lizard folk
Okay.
in this temple.
Rhaenyra, do you see this here?
The rocks, yes.
No, just beside the rock. See,
The dirt.
Yes, the indentation though in the dirt.
Oh, yes.
So we've got at least 2 sets of individuals walking, but
Those look like...
it's kind of weird shaped feet. Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Yes. But what concerns me more is we see this like almost 2 foot wide track.
Yeah.
That's either the biggest snake I have ever seen, or we're dealing with a species called Yonti.
What's that?
Snake people.
Oh, snake people.
Yes.
Snake people.
Yes.
I bet they're fast.
Amongst other things, yes. They typically can be venomous. Yes, bitey. But are not a lot of fun and mostly very fanatical. So,
Towards Tiamat or towards the statue? Both?
I'd usually say probably option C. Something else. They're not usually followers of a dragon. They kind of believe in their own snaky kind of
Culty.
gods. Yes, they're crazy, drank the juice. Whole 9 yards.
That doesn't mean they don't have the mask. They could have it, and that's why people are looking for it.
Oh, I'd almost guarantee one of them has the mask, and that's why they flock towards power, so...
I don't think I've chopped the head off of a snake person before.
Already. Funny story, but never mind. Yes, this is going to be interesting, though.
They don't have heads, or...
Oh, no, they do. Yes, they do. We'll probably run into them in different, also, stages of evolution. They can look as plain and normal as you and I, or they can look halfway, or they can look full.
Are they magical, or are they more kind of...
No, they're magical-esque. Either way, nothing that old fuck are you on your back there can't fix. Yes. No, your sword. I've named it Fuck You. So, just because usually, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you too.
Well, he
Pretty
doesn't
much.
say that. He says other things, but
It talks to you.
not that. But only to me. He didn't say much last time, though. He has a very interesting voice.
I will be looking at Solo like, and then I'll look over at Elias like, she's great.
Everyone has voices in their heads now.
It's thoughts. That's how thoughts happen.
Oh,
But,
God.
Oh gosh.
Rhaenyra, was there anything you wanted to do over this 1 hour period?
Well, before I was
Yeah.
speaking with Ramsey, when he came to find me,
Yeah.
I was kind of like concentrating on the sword. It's kind of... Can you hear me?
Make a persuasion check.
Pretty persuasive. That's a natural 20.
Oh,
29.
shit.
All right, it's definitely talking to you.
Yeah.
It's singing a musical to you.
It's like the K-pop's playing.
Yeah. It's like,
I can hear you. You can hear me. Did you... The last time that we killed that guy, I didn't get exhausted after that time. I think we're becoming friends. Friends? We're doing good. Can I say from that,
yeah.
with a level up, I learned Staggering Smite and Stone Skin.
Cool.
That was just a level up.
Nice.
Look out, Ramsey! I wasn't doing anything.
Right, would you come over here and look at this
Yes,
with me?
yes. The dirt, yes. Beautiful. I love it. It's gorgeous. Very good job with the dirt. Very good job.
Elias.
Elias doesn't have anything to do to help with getting prepared, per se. So he will take the time to try and process everything that has happened and trying to recall information about all of the places and names that have been revealed, mainly Netheril and Karsus.
Sweet. Okay, can you make a history check for me?
Yes, sir. It's also a natural 20.
Oh!
For a 30.
Holy damn!
All right. Elias, as you sit on this fallen down, rotting log, the name Karsus combined with Nethril is ringing a bell in a passage of a book that you did not understand before. You have a bag of holding, correct?
I do.
You reach in and take out a book from your studies, back in Silver Moon. Realizing now that a passage in the middle of the book, which is a recounting and almost a second-hand telling of the eyewitness account, it makes a lot more sense now that you know the names and are able to kind of decipher it. As the entire thing is basically hidden in this code system that you have to know the creature's name to kind of unlock it. And with a 30, with a 30,
Fucking figure it out.
I'm letting that happen. That's going. Magical encryption, right? So
Yeah.
as you kind of like you draw the symbols, the runes for Karsus's name in this spot, and you're able to understand kind of this passage now. It's a list of items. An ancient gold dragon's gizzard. The blood of a Tarask. And a few others. And you understand this is what one of the items was stewed in, a component for Karsus's spell.
His spell.
Mm-hmm. Labeled at the bottom, Karsus's avatar. This is only a few components out of a lot of things that are needed. But there's power there. And there's this unnerving feeling you're getting in your chest.
Yeah, starting to realize what this is. And processing that, just going to close the book. Sola, do you need help with anything?
Meanwhile, Sola is over here at the cook fire with this like crazy fancy bowl that's like encrusted with
wok.
gems and stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's like a wok but with gems in it.
Oh, yeah. Love
She's
that.
kind of
But
like
surely that's not good for the food.
frustrated and sort of like muttering under her breath at it. It's like, this thing doesn't heat up very well. It's like it's making food, but it's like this chicken is not fully cooked yet. And anyway, she rolled really poorly.
Oh no.
So, because 2d10 base, and I
Yeah.
also had that item that gives me an additional 2d10.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I rolled
yeah.
a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 5.
Oh, man.
So we got 10 maximum hit points
Wow.
in addition. So that's fine.
So
We also get resistance to poison damage, immunity to frightened and poison conditions.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But like, I'm sorry guys, like I'm gonna need another try at this some other time. Like this food will be edible, I promise. But we've had better.
I've seen a lot of your food, but I don't think I've seen anything more frightening than this.
Where do you get
Thanks.
all these legs of things? There's so many legs.
Yeah, there's a lot of frogs around here. I don't know if you noticed all
Yeah.
the frogs. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna make some frog leg soup. My grandma used to make frog leg soup. It turns out it was a different kind of frog. These frogs are like, they're all rubbery and stuff. I don't know, swamp frogs versus forest frogs. I don't know.
It's still good.
It'll be all right. Look,
Maybe you weren't supposed to cook with that one and just serve with it.
oh shit.
Sola.
Really?
Language.
Did they not tell you how to use it when you bought it?
No,
Well,
I learned
you-
how to use language a long time ago.
Here's the uptick on it. You have 3 more tries. Later on. This will be fine.
Yeah.
It's already aiding us enough as is.
So anyway, I feed the
Thank
group.
you.
As you're all finishing up
It's great, so
your food.
So 10 max hit points.
Yes. 10 max hit points. Everyone's HP goes up by 10.
Yay.
Oh, max hit points.
Yeah.
Yep. It's an extra 10 HP. You guys hear the ground shake and see dust falling from the rafters up at that temple. As you can see something not moving, but there's some sort of movement in the earth
Below us.
below you.
The snake people. Still other snake people coming. Ramses looked at rocks and dirt, and there's snake people coming.
I feel like it has to be bigger than the yuan tea. That was quite loud.
It's whatever it is. It's far bigger than normal, average sized creature. But God, I hate snakes.
I thought you didn't like cats.
Oddly enough, I'm kind of okay with them now.
Snake people aren't always mean, right?
I'm sure that it's just a few bad apples that ruin it for the rest of the bunch.
Yes.
On that note,
Shall we venture into the...
yes, let's find those apples.
Okay.
Is there a door?
So you all begin to walk up the steps, and you see 10 feet in front of you this large statue, as I described to Anira. But as you get closer, the statue turns to you, its head shifting, creaking, dust falling, as if it hasn't moved in a little bit. And you can see white, blue light flashing from its eyes as it turns to you and speaks. You enter the tomb of Archmage Cease, who offers his knowledge and wisdom to those who ask. What do you seek?
This is the statue speaking to us, just to be clear.
Yes.
I mean, this would be like some ancient magic. I don't think we should lie to it.
We can just leave out some details.
True. We are here seeking a
Magical item.
an artifact that might be in the possession of someone residing within. We need to investigate for the utmost importance of the world going forward.
The statue turns to you and says, "Give humility and respect as you have done so, and your questions will be answered." And you see the light float away from its eyes as the statue returns to its shape and stops moving.
I feel like all of these big magical people have welcoming messages before you enter.
I was going to say, is this kind of a thing? Like,
Recordings or something.
I've never seen this before. I wish I had it from my office, but
well, so basically, we have to be truthful and
I mean, it didn't say don't come in either.
That's true. Yes. So well. Okay. Well, shall we? And as we start moving forward, I'm going to be looking for traps and such.
Absolutely. Can you make an investigation check?
Go for it.
Okay.
While he's doing that, Sola, after hearing humility and respect, Sola will, like, before she passes the statue, will kind of just, like, bow at it a little bit.
Cool. Like it.
Kind of
Doesn't
waiting
respond,
for it
but-
to respond.
It doesn't.
17.
Okay, 17 is pretty good. With this, I'll say, because you're probably at the front leading this, right? As you're walking forward along this kind of like platform, you get to the other end where the statue is, and you can see there's another set of staircases leading down, kind of like mirroring where you came up. And on this end, you can see the entrance kind of corridor up to the temple, where there's a few things that catch your attention. There are statues of what was once hooded figures lined across each side of the hallway. But they have all, minus the first two, which you can see are at the front there, are kind of pointed a little bit away from you, like kind of away from the entrance, whereas the other ones are just looking straight at each other. You can see all of those ones that were looking straight at it have been slashed in half. In half the heads have been cut off, parts of it have been like X-shaped, crossed, like destroyed. And you get the idea, I'll say, with the 17, that there was a trap here in these statues that has been set off and destroyed.
Somebody found it.
Yeah.
Well,
Do these statues talk even if their head is cut off?
no, they did far worse things, I think. From the looks of this.
But they left that one standing outside.
This might have been somebody who didn't show humility and honesty and such, and, well, this was all one big kill zone. So, whoever came through here did not have a good day.
But is there any, like, bodies or blood on the ground or
Nope.
anything? Yeah,
It actually just looks like the statues of the things that are destroyed here.
right.
There's no
So-
no remnants
Maybe
of
someone
blood.
figured it out then.
Yeah, somebody seems to have been able to deal with this rather easily, in fact.
Very true. I'm just gonna kind of look at the two that are faced more back down the hall that are still there,
Yeah,
just to see if there's anything, you know.
yeah. You kind of peer into the hooded figure's face. It's entirely dark, undistinguishable, but it almost draws your eyes into it, getting lost in it. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Is he close to Rhaenyra?
Yeah. You get a plus 4.
4?
Wow.
Good. 16.
That's a success.
Yay!
You
Thank
shrug
you.
off whatever magic was coming from this statue.
So we'll kind of see Ramsey sort of like starting to get a little woozy, and we'll kind of be like, Ramsey, don't look at that.
Oh, what? Oh,
Things are magical in
the
here.
plus 4 is like the smack.
yeah.
Yeah.
Focus.
Needed that.
As you all kind of see this, you pass by a plaque that says, "Some secrets only bring destruction. Darkness only hides these secrets and must be avoided."
Note to self.
Darkness hides the secrets and must be avoided.
Yeah, it's... Read the plaque next time. Don't look in the scary, empty, void, hooded area. Yes.
Got it.
It draws you in, surprisingly.
Sola will just
Yeah!
a little bit more.
Right.
Well, let's continue forward.
Okay. You're still checking for
Yeah.
traps. I have that kind of passively
Yeah.
on the information. I'll let you know. So you guys follow the steps further down and into the temple that you can see is going kind of into the ground a little bit. You enter into this wide open kind of study hall-like space where there's old stone tables, stone shelving along the walls where you can see old scrolls that have been wasted away to time, as well as a few different kind of dilapidated uncommon magical items or things that are, you can see no longer, the enchantments haven't quite stuck around.
Clankety, clankety, clankety.
Yeah, you can see a broom that's trying to float and sweep, but it's actually just floating in the air and sweeping the air.
It's trying so hard.
Yeah.
That just gave me a thought, though. We could take that back to the hag's house and just, if we could fix, if Eon could fix it, we have a continuous cleaner.
True.
You also see 2 pools of blood. And
Balls.
2 creatures that have been sliced into segments. A Yuan-Ti with a half-snake body and an upper body of a human chest has been sliced up, both arms gone and then sliced through the middle, whereas the other one has been kind of slashed with a little bit more fervor. It's not as clean. It's a little bit more frenzied.
I thought it was the Yuan-Ti that had made their base here.
Yes.
So why
Maybe that's why
they're
they were killed.
just left here?
So think about this for a second. We tried to get here because we knew we would be in a race to obtain the Black Mask.
Do you think that
Someone
was
beat us
peeking
again?
on us?
They may be here already, and they may be in a hurry. How fresh are these clothes?
Make a medicine check.
While Solo's doing that, I'm casting Pass Without a Trace on everyone.
Okay.
28.
Nice.
That's real good. Fresh. Less than an hour.
These are new. We need to move forward fast. Time might be of the essence.
Well, stay close and we'll stay quiet.
Okay. You guys continue forward, moving stealthily. Can I get everyone to make a stealth check, please?
So then that's
Plus 10.
Yes.
Plus 10.
Oh.
it's like,
You are very lucky, Eon. You are very lucky. Okay, Eon gets a 26. Ramsey?
Natural 20.
Woo!
it's the
That's-
third natural 20.
Yeah.
Plus
Solo
10.
just needs to get one.
Plus 10 is
Where's mine?
30.
30.
Plus 15 is 45.
It's like sneaky. It's like a little mouse.
That is crazy.
That is pretty
Yeah.
wild.
That is
Wow.
insane. Wow, okay. All right. Sola?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Elias?
Also a dirty 20.
What?
I
Cool.
used up my inspiration
Oh.
for it.
Okay.
Would a 45 not set that off? Come on.
Well, obviously it does. So much so I won't call for another stealth check for a bit because you guys are very stealthy.
Ramsey is like just carrying the two of us.
Yeah, seriously.
stealthily.
We sprayed all of the Solo down with oil the whole time. Like,
Yeah, unless there's a specific way you want to do it because you're leading the pack, I'll say you're telling everybody where to step,
Yeah.
showing them which spots aren't going to crack or creak under your weight.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of like doing like the follow me exactly, and you're making sure everyone has the steps that they can do, and very, very well done. You
Start
did
doing
this
the
it.
sand walk from Doom.
Yeah.
And
So-
then fancy ones.
With in, I'll say, 5 minutes, you are walking down these corridor after corridor, going through small rooms and seeing little offshoots to the side where there's like little supply closets and little areas for magical components as well that have all long since faded away to dust at this point. But you enter into a large domed room where it's kind of circular in shape with this beautiful mosaic painted onto the ceiling, onto these tiles. It shows a tall wizard fighting a four-legged creature, which is very muscular, almost like a pit bull, but the size of a horse. And it has this long tail, which is kind of fleshy and stringy, with a long, large eyeball attached to the end.
I don't know this one.
Actually, you do.
I know this one.
This is a netheril absorber. The creature you fought in the hot springs of Two Hills
Huh.
in its basement long ago.
Wow. Talk about a throwback.
So I'll look at the two of them and go, how'd that get here?
And it's fighting the god that this temple is for?
Is this the fresco from Sola's art history class?
This moment, yeah.
I'll say, yeah, like, yeah, like this is a scene of Azulf, kind of like he was chased down by these creatures, these anti-magic absorbers. And when they found his positioning again, what remained of it, his remnants had been teleported to the Hells.
I think that's the only time you used your mace too. I don't know.
Anyway, this was him. This was where he died. That means we're on the right track, I think.
Well, any more feelings on where this other creature is that has the mask?
Well, no, unfortunately that spell only lasts an hour, and then I made that feast. So,
Never mind then, it's fine.
Well, I think the good news is that, well, not good news for those two chopped up bodies, but they were sliced and chopped up, whereas the golden dragons that we missed were burnt and by the meteor night and
But weren't they missing parts?
ripped apart, and
they were
ripped apart, their wings and their arms and legs. These one seems a bit more ravaged than the other in those bodies, but I don't think it's the.
Right.
I'm trying to think of a nickname. I was gonna say the Three Stooges, but that's not
That's quite fitting,
I was trying to think of like a band or something
Yeah.
that's like the Hanson brothers or something. I just something lame.
Do you want to make an investigation check, Rhaenyra, as you're
Sure.
walking past the body?
Yeah. Okay.
Just for funsies.
An 8. There's blood. There is definitely
There's blood.
here.
Some
They
of
are
it's
dead.
like black,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's weird. That's black blood.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
they're dead.
that blood ain't right.
And
Yeah.
the head's supposed to be attached to the body, and it's not anymore.
Yeah.
Very astute.
So somebody cut it off.
Very much so. Well, if we're going to be meeting old friends, I think we should move.
Right. Which reminds me, I am going to do 2 more things to get us ready. I forgot I was going to do these earlier. I'm giving myself Speed of Light and also Elias.
Oh.
Speed of light. All right.
Yeah.
So a D8 to your
So-
initiative roll.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant to do that earlier.
Cool.
But
So that's on you and Elias. Or?
myself and Elias, yeah.
Okay.
Ramsey, I think if we go any further, well, you are the stealthiest of us. And I have a feeling that we are about to run into some old friends.
Yes.
How do you like being invisible for a little bit?
I wouldn't say no.
That sounds cool.
I can be sneaky. Very sneaky.
Yes, I think you should take advantage of that.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, how are you going to see me?
When we get closer to, I just want to check with you first.
Oh, okay. I see. Yes.
Not now,
Okay,
but
we should continue.
yes.
All right. You continue forward, eventually reaching a T-shaped intersection. And there are some signage attached here. Not sure if any of you would speak the language it's in, though. Does anyone here speak Modron?
Nope.
Whoa.
Wow, you're digging for one on there.
Deep cut, bud. That's crazy. No.
Unless you also like wizards and shit.
Does anyone have anything to understand this language?
Well, I mean, if we take like 10 minutes, but no.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Can we tell which direction? You said T intersection?
Yeah.
Can we tell which direction they would have gone?
Yeah, which one has more traffic? More foot.
I'll let you make a survival check. Yeah.
Natural 28.
Again? Natural 20s. Wow.
For 33.
Natural 29.
Uh-huh.
There's a cut against the wall. Almost like something incredibly sharp and incredibly hot has gone through,
Good.
just accidentally touched by the wall. And you see a pair of footsteps, large, humanoid, as well as something dragging behind, almost like a rope of some kind. You're not sure. Going to the right direction.
I'm just looking at the rest of them. It's that Troto, whatever the fuck his name was.
Troto.
That one, yes. Fuck stick number 2. But he's pulling something behind him. And his weapon is extremely dangerous. Okay. Let's go.
Right. You continue towards the right path.
Yeah, we'll follow the direction that they went.
Okay. You follow this forward and it continues quickly further down, straight. Opening up into a chamber, which you can see leads into a throne room. However, this chamber, with just a few steps up to it, up to the doors leading out, is covered in lizard folk bodies.
How would you like to be invisible now? Yes. Just what I thought.
Okay. Seeing just piles of bodies, I'll cast greater invisibility on Ramsey.
There are massive slash marks hitting the walls, some of the statues that are lining this area, and all these lizards have been torn, basically cut in half, or pieces of them off. They're all dead. You can see it leads up to a chamber where you can hear faintly the sound of something roaring.
Well, no time to wait.
Yeah, I'm afraid to say we need to hurry up there.
I'm agreeing. I'm nodding my head. You just can't see me.
Okay.
Feet. Tracks in the dust.
Alrighty. You walk up these steps and push through the doors and see a large we'll say like service chamber or like royal hall kind of thing. It's white marble tile with dust and stone, but you can tell from the pillars and the architecture that this was once a beautiful meeting place. it has now been covered in blood and the bodies of snake people and lizard folk. You can see at the very back a single figure standing, shaking. Green scales and kind of ragged clothing. But as they slowly turn, not really even in your direction, but just kind of turning, not acknowledging or seeing any of you yet with that stealth check. They wear a black dragon mask. But they are looking at the back of the room where there is a gigantic hole. And that's where you hear a loud roaring, beating of wings, the sound of metal scraping against stone. What are you all doing?
And we only see the back of this person?
Yes, and they're kind of staring at this gigantic hole.
Does it look
out of the
like
back.
Troto?
Sorry, who?
Sorry. What's his face?
The masked person?
Goliath.
Was he? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nor is that who you're thinking of?
No.
Oh.
So yeah,
Goliath guy.
the person with the mask is a lizard folk.
Okay, yeah, that's
You
what I
cannot see whatever he's looking at down past where this hole in the wall is. You can tell like maybe there's like a bit of space in the air, like there's kind of like an open area, like there's cracks along the wall, or sorry, the ceiling there, which is letting in a lot of natural light, even in this underground area, kind of like a ravine has opened up a little bit here. But it's past where you are. It's past the throne room, through this hole in the wall, and out into wherever this other encounter is taking place.
Do you want me to go take a look? And come back? Sure.
How many feet away, sorry, are we from this lizard person?
I'd say probably about 90
Okay, so pretty
90
far.
feet. Like, this is a pretty big room.
Okay.
He's at the
Okay.
back end of
Okay.
it.
We probably need to get a little closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty far to
Yeah.
help you if you get too far with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Plus, we also need to stay within a certain
30
distance.
feet.
30
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
tap-
we'll be 30 feet
you,
behind,
basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get some more stealth checks then? One more round of stealth checks.
I'm blowing a duck.
Still plus 10, Darryll?
Yep.
Elias.
24.
18.
33.
41.
The natural 2. The lizard
At least it
folk.
wasn't a 1.
The lizard folk is staring down at whatever is happening in the courtyard below him. Through this hole. And you can hear the sound of roaring and fire now as you're getting closer and closer. Ramsey, with your invisibility, I'll let you
I
get.
would have advantage. Damn it, I'm taking that back. Fucking duck. Sorry.
I'll let you look. You could get right up to the hole and see what's going
Yeah.
through it.
Oh.
Okay. You get up to it, and this hole is probably about 20 feet wide. Like some sort of creature was thrown through it. And you look down and see what happened. You see a small kind of pool, or maybe not small is the right word, but a kind of fountain with a watered area where there is an adult black dragon staring at a creature it is facing. You can hear the sound of chains moving as the black dragon uses some of its magic. You can see water colliding around whatever this creature is. You're not able to get a good view as it is flown 60 feet away from the dragon through a wall and into a stone building. And you can see the dragon, it is damaged. Both of its wings have been slashed to shreds. There are multiple cut wounds within it. Many of them have there's burn marks all around its chest. And it's just like...
What's the person wearing the mask doing? Like, can I get any read on them? Like, are they concern for the dragon or
Yeah.
the other creature, or
Yeah.
they just kind of some crazy ass psychopath standing there
Just
sitting
watching.
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
Oh, that's not good. You can take that back. That's not much better. That's a 12.
Okay. 12. I'll give you that he's just shaking. There's like a very subtle shaking. His eyes are fixed, and you can see it's on the dragon, almost in shock.
Okay.
Okay, I will make my way back to the collective.
Okay.
There's a dragon fighting something big down there. And I think he's currently connected to it. He's just standing there shaking, and the dragon looks like it's had the hell beat out of it. And he seems to be controlling it, I think.
With the mask that he's wearing.
Yes. This might be our only opportunity to get the jump on him.
Do you think we can just grab it and run?
I think
You hear the
probably
sound
will have to find a
of
way out.
the dragon roaring, and then it getting cut short.
I think our time is
I immediately look at him, seeing what's happening to him.
And not moving, in shock.
I think the dragon was a protector of this place or these people, and he was trying to protect them from whatever the hell damaged it. I am still traumatized from what the Tempest had done to those golden dragons.
Either way, I can get up and I can try and steal it from him. Oh,
You hear the sound of chains flying through the air, and you see a large red double-bladed scimitar fly into the ceiling from this hole. A long red chain attached to its hilt. And you hear the sound of as a creature is pulled up into this space to the sword, grabbing it before falling down. You see an 8-foot tall Goliath. Tall, black triangles under his eye bags, carrying 2 red-bladed scimitars. Long chains attached to the hilt.
We're on the side of the Yanti. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries, no worries. The chains themselves going into his back, where you can see an infernal pulley system.
That's just cheating.
He takes a look around. Well, if you're looking for a playmate, I'm gonna have to finish something first. You see he whips one of these swords through the air. It flies and then curves, and it's going right towards that lizard folk.
Do we have a second to do something?
Yeah?
Okay. I mean, I don't know if this is enough. So, just like last second, hopefully within range, we'll like summon a mage hand that is like just in the path of the arcane blade, just to try and like deflect it just enough so that it goes up off its target.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna ask you to make an Arcana check. This is gonna be a really high DC though.
Yeah, for sure. It's just the only thing that I could think of off like the cuff. Arcana. Okay. 17.
Not quite enough.
Okay.
Can I try something
You
really
can.
fast?
Yeah, you can.
And like this is a DM discretion.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
It's kind of a crazy one.
Go for it.
It's just weird. Can I try to cast command on the lizard person to approach me?
I would say that in the time that would take you to cast the spell, the sword that's flying through the air will hit
I
him.
don't know. The duration says instantaneous, but the sword's moving at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already flying through the air.
So he'll approach me as he's like dying or something.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to drop the concentration on Pass Without Trace and cast Hunter's Mark on Troto.
Okay. Does this drop invisibility?
No.
Do you have greater?
No. Eyes greater, yeah.
Okay. He isn't going to... He doesn't even react. As the sword flies through the air and impales the lizard folk through the back of its neck, decapitating him entirely. The head with the mask falling to the ground in the middle of your two groups.
Is your mage hand still out there?
Is it?
It's technically not tangible,
Right.
so like, I mean, it's
Okay.
because you were trying to
In
make
the way
it
of
tangible.
Trying to
I mean,
pick
I
up
can
the-
make another one, too.
You could. I would say that would be another action because as
Sure.
it was probably it would be destroyed. I
Yeah,
think.
I would think so.
Troto. It's gonna go. Five of you. I might be able to get something out of 2 or 3. Wait. Black Dragonborn. Young elf with graying hair. Ah, would you happen to be the Sins?
So, yeah,
Does he see me?
How would you know?
Because he said 5 of us.
You did say 5, yeah.
Well, he probably also knows there's 5.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we're the Sins. So,
Today's my lucky day. I get my mask and a few dragon touched under my belt. What do you think, Mubai? Would that be enough to power me up? You see a little shadow appear on his shoulder, and it looks at him and goes, "All 5 would be worth killing." And Troto looks at all 5 of you. All 5 of you, really? You're not even.
or you could leave now and stay alive.
You must be the healer. I'm hoping you can keep up. It'd be so boring if you broke easily. You see him starting to swing.
I fire an arrow.
Let's roll initiative, guys.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Don't
I will
forget
say
your
it's-
D8.
Yes, D8. It is only a minute on greater invisibility, so.
I'm gonna give you 5 rounds.
Okay.
Because you went over there, came back,
Yeah.
talked a bunch, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
gonna give you 5
That's
rounds.
fair.
Okay. I'll just mark that down.
I'm
Come
sorry.
on,
I
Elias.
I wasted it. I just, wow. That's. I'm sorry, Sola.
Elias, I'm charging in. You'll be right on my tail, right?
Definitely.
Alright.
Which one?
Okay, guys.
Which one do you want here?
We're gonna do this one.
This one.
Yeah. So, you guys can all place yourselves wherever you like. The hole in the wall is right here.
And
So I think where you are is kind of what
Yeah.
From
where the
this
rest
end?
of
We
you
came in from that
Yes,
end. I
came in
figured,
from the opposite end
And we
there.
did-
came back to talk to
We
us.
did
We
make
came up a
We
little
came
bit.
up,
Yeah.
yeah. I figured we'd probably be around
Yeah.
this area somewhere. So
The squares are so small.
And are these are stairs that need to be
I
traveled
can't really
upwards?
see the squares.
basically.
anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Squares, that's right. Hold on. I'll turn on.
There is
Okay.
there's a.
Is there a
In
So are there
Input, eh?
squares?
There are intended to be squares.
Oh,
Yay.
yes.
Yay.
Okay.
Thank you, Loren.
Yippee.
This looks amazing.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Okay,
So
he's gonna be right here.
there.
Sola was kind of talking. I might have just like gone up some stairs.
The lizard folk's body is gonna be right
blah.
here.
There.
Can I have my information on him?
Give me a sec.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You would have all been
I don't have anything to write it on, so I'm gonna have to text you.
Here.
Okay, that'll work.
Do we need an Eon? Is Eon
We
here?
do.
Yeah, can you
Eon's
place,
right here.
Can you place
Okay.
Eon behind Ramsey?
Let go, spider.
There you go.
May I?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we're not fucking it up this time.
Well, that just means one thing.
This is a different strategy. This is somewhere.
Okay. I'll have to get this prepared beforehand next time.
Oh, good.
I think that makes sense that you'd be able to give like one of these categories per
Yeah. Yeah.
6 seconds.
Yep.
Unless you want to use like a bonus action to do more, I'd offer that as a possibility for you.
Okay.
But otherwise, that is what you get from Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Okay, 30 to 25.
Oh,
30 to 25.
Oh darn. 6. Oh, sorry. I'm on 24.
24?
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'm 23.
You're 23? Okay. Rhaenyra, 23. Sola, 24. Elias,
7.
7. Ramsey,
18.
18. And Eon gets 22.
Down.
Okay. Rhaenyra, did you want to switch initiatives with anyone?
Eon was 22, 18 last, and you're first.
Sola's
Yeah.
first, yeah.
Just trying to be strategic on like what's gonna happen here. You know what? I'm gonna switch with Elias actually,
Okay.
because a lot of the decisions you guys make impact what I could do.
Okay.
There.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Elias, you now
Yeah.
have a 23
Yeah.
for initiative.
Wow.
And Rhaenyra, you now have 7.
That is a number that I can never ever get.
That's why we switched. That's why we switched.
The future is now, old man.
Oh god.
Okay.
So Elias is 23. Rhaenyra is 7.
All right.
It's like I'm walking.
First up is Troto Leverick, the Fire of
So,
the North.
would my shot have gone off?
No.
Okay.
He's swinging his weapons.
That's fine. Yeah,
as
yeah,
soon
yeah.
as
No,
you were,
yeah.
as soon as like you were swinging back his bow, he darts forward.
Okay.
And this is a Goliath, and I should mention he doesn't actually look very strong beef-wise. He has the body of more like a biker or a tennis player. Long, lanky, and incredibly toned. It is all muscle, and you can see even as he's throwing the weapon, he's using the chain running around his hand to change its direction midair.
Impressive.
Troto is up first. He is going to
You have the stick.
Well, okay, fine.
Do what feels
How many
comfortable.
dollars?
Yes, do what feels
There's
comfortable.
still a dollar on it. Like,
I don't know where it went now, so... Oh, thank you. Okay. He is going to jump down. He's going to use his full movement. Actually, you know what? He's going to use his bonus action first. Is there anyone within 60 feet first? Before
That's
I know
That's
that's
us.
pretty much
Us.
all of us. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10, 60 feet. Okay. As his turn starts, you see that shadow on his shoulder seep and slowly go into his weapons, which burn with fire and this black necrotic energy. He goes, well, let's see how well I can cut. Can I get all of you to make a wisdom saving throw?
everybody's close enough to me. Ooh, maybe Eon's not to do a +4.
Or me?
Yeah, it's only these two.
Yeah.
Whoever
I'm,
those two are.
I'm 20 feet,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, that's Eon. Sorry, that's
Yeah,
Eon
Eon
and you.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eon, does Eon get your bonus?
She does. Yeah.
What's your total? Or +4?
Yeah.
Okay. 11.
Okay, so it's
Eon gets a 16.
25.
Success.
23.
Success.
19.
Success.
26.
Success. Eon is the only one who fails.
Shit.
She is currently frightened.
Oh.
Which she's immune
She's
to.
immune to
Which she's immune to.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Haha!
Hero speech for the
She
win.
did something.
Do-do-do-do.
Yeah, you all get this feeling, this prickling on your skin, like every hair on your arm is rising up as you feel like you're in the gaze of something that is hunting you. That's going to be the start. So now he's going to use his bonus action to engine boost. You hear the pulley system on his back, and he spins off here, jumping through. He's going to use 5, 10. Then he's going to take 6 points of damage, or not 6, but a d6. Yeah, 6 points of damage. Falling.
You had it right the first time.
All right, the first time. 15. Oh, shit.
That's gonna sound so bad.
Yikes. 20. 25. As he's running past you, Sola, he's going to make a weapon attack
Okay.
as part of the bonus action here. Does a 25 hit?
I will shield.
Okay. It pings off the shield. You don't even see him swing as there's a delay. Like he's running, and as part of his arms moving, he is using the chain, and it swings out from under him, and you can see the sword flying through, and it's about to hit you until you shield it. Bounces off the side. He's going to go one step closer to Elias.
Who, me?
Yep. And he's going to start swinging those blades. First one onto... This has a 10-foot range.
Okay.
Ramsey is the first one he can hit, I think. He's going to do that.
So he can see me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, his eyes flash. You get the idea that there's some shadows around his eyes. Some benefits from whatever that is. The first attack to hit is 19.
That hits.
Okay. He does not swing at you again. Instead, he goes, ha! 1! He swings at Elias. 23 to hit.
Sure does.
2! Swings at Sola for a natural 20.
Okay, that would probably hit. Because even with shield,
Yeah.
but it doesn't crit.
Okay, doesn't crit, right? And finally, Eon, which is a natural 1.
Okay.
Hooray!
So that misses. Okay, Ramsey. Ramsey, you take 12 points of slashing damage plus 22 points of fire.
Damn.
And 2 necrotic. The space you are on, you can see as he swings the blade towards you, it erupts in flame as it hits you. The space you're on is now on fire. So I'm gonna put that over there.
Oh, that's the dots.
When you start your turn or go through that space, you take 1d6 fire damage.
Interesting.
Okay, so the next attack was onto Elias.
Yes.
That one hit. Okay, so that's going to be 17 points of slashing, 5 necrotic, and 17 points of fire damage.
Wow. This guy don't mess around.
Okay. Oh wow.
Sola.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna be
Remember, there's no double crit
Yes.
damage.
There's
Okay,
no-
just
there's no
making
crit.
sure because I heard a lot of dice.
Same amount I've been rolling.
Okay. Okay.
They just
clickety
reverberate.
clack louder.
13 points, plus 19 points of slashing, 13 fire, 3 necrotic. And because he's hit, all the spaces there. Elias, the space you're on is on
Yeah.
fire. Sola, the space you're on is on fire. I'm just gonna get this. So when your turn starts, you take some damage as it starts there.
Right.
My
You
dice
just
is
like
on
a
fire.
tweezers.
Yeah.
And because he hit 3 individual people, you see one of the blades flies out to the space in front of Eon. He's going to move one up that way.
If he does, I can make a spell attack of opportunity.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cool.
He didn't hit you?
I will cast command.
Okay, go for it.
So that'll be a wisdom 19.
Okay.
He looks dumb. I'm wisdom is not intelligence.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Fuck off.
Oh shucks.
All right. He succeeds.
All right. He is, one of his blades is pulled into the ground there. He is pulled forward, and as he starts spinning his body like an acrobat or some sort of like fiery whip, and he swings it all around you. He's gonna do.
What is
This guy.
That's engine overdrive. Can I get Ramsey, Eon, Elias, and Sola to all make a dexterity saving throw?
You can still add +4 because I'm close enough to you.
Elias.
4.
Failure. Sola.
17.
Failure. Rhaenyra?
You didn't say
you're
me.
good.
Yeah.
22.
Success. Okay. You take half as much damage on a failure. I'll just give you the full amounts right here. So it is 2, 4, 5, 9, 11, 16. 16 points of slashing plus 10. 14 fire.
Nobody else has even gone yet. It's still his
Nope.
turn.
Yep.
Yeah, and as he says 3, you see him reposition and just swing out all of these blades as fast and as quickly as he can, as you all are just caught in this whirlwind of attacks.
Wow.
That is going to be the end of his turn.
Elias, point of order, has taken a bunch of damage. Do you need to do concentration checks for that
Oh, that is true.
greater? It is.
Wow.
Sorry
Yeah, those
to
are.
point that out.
Yeah.
I'd let it drop. He can see me.
Yeah, that's true. There's no point in keeping it up.
Yeah, I think you could
Yeah.
still attack from with advantage with it, though.
Technically.
Even if he can
yeah.
see you.
Oh, okay.
you still,
Yeah, let's at least.
I think, anyway.
How much damage does anyone
Yeah,
do?
it's a lot of damage. I don't know if you really can.
First one's a nat 20, so.
Wow, okay.
That's
So,
good.
whatever.
That's good.
And
then the second one was-
one is a dirty 20.
I'm gonna say that's fine because both damages were around 30.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll say that's fine.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
I'll say both of those succeed. You're still on that greater visibility.
Thank
Cool.
you for the
Um,
reminder.
Yeah.
And he's just laughing as your blood is being absorbed by these swords.
Interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
absorbed.
You're worth 5! 5! And he keeps swimming or swinging. That's going to be the end of his turn. Sola, you're up with Elias on deck.
Wowzers, okay. Is he wearing, like, is he quite heavily armored? Or,
Nope.
Not really?
Not
a good
very
sign,
heavily
actually.
armored, but he seems extremely fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reasons why he's
Okay.
Ooh. Also, you take a d6 of fire damage.
Sure.
1 point of fire damage.
Okay. Well, for Sola's action, you know what? Even though it's only one bad guy, I just don't think I don't have much else to use my concentration on. So I'm just double checking real quick, but I think I will. Is Rhaenyra down a level?
No, I'm like
She's with
beside.
us.
I was just trying to be beside Ramsey.
Okay,
was
so-
yeah.
Okay, so so if Solar were to go here,
You're up on the level he was at.
yeah, and so that's what I mean, down a level from me.
Oh, yeah.
And so Rhaenyra's, I'm not able to touch Rhaenyra. Okay. Okay, we need to make sure that we hit him with everything we have. So Sola's going to cast Bless on everybody with a... What level slot does that require? A level third
For 5, yeah.
Bless. And so a little mote of light descends on each of my companions. So everybody has a plus 1d6 bless. And then bonus action. Don't think there's, after I cast a spell, there's not going to be too much I can do with that.
Yeah.
So I will spell regen, a 4th level and a 1st level.
Okay.
With my bonus action.
Okay. Awesome. The space you're on is still on fire. And you feel
Yeah,
the need
I am
to
gonna
get out of
move
there.
also. And so, if this one is on fire also. No, that one's under.
The one.
Elias.
Yeah, it's under Elias.
I'm gonna go right next to him again,
Okay.
and I will be there. There's no fire in that exact spot, but
Okay. Awesome.
yeah, hop down the stairs, and be just like shield up next to him, waiting for him to move again.
Okay. Awesome. That's the end of your turn,
That's the
Sola.
end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, he is going to use 2 legendary actions. You see the chains on the back of his back begin to just fly out, creating all this like loose chain. As he just does this gigantic like, all the chains fly up, and he them in this cross shape towards Rhaenyra, and they fly behind you as he pulls them back. You hear all the as the chains are pulled back into the pulley system. Can you make a dexterity save to not be caught in these chains?
And that's a blessed is also on that, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Because like I'm in between them, would that
Okay.
give her any kind of a bone, like it make it harder for him to hit her?
So 23.
23, I say it's fine. It wouldn't give anything in particular because the chains are going around.
Yep, no, that's fine.
23 is a success. You feel like you're just able to duck your head and your like arm out of the way as part of the chains try and wrap around, and they and just go all the way back in. That's going to be the end of his legendary action. Next up, Elias. Eon on deck.
Okay. I am going to
That free action has to be on my turn, right? Okay.
Yes.
get out of here, so I will cast Misty Step.
Nice.
To here.
Ooh, okay.
And do I take this fire damage at the beginning of my turn there?
You
or-
do, sorry.
Yeah? Okay.
So you
So
take
that's
d6, 2 points of fire damage.
Okay, that's fine. Am I able to grab the mask off of the lizard folk?
Yes, I would say you are.
I'd like to do that.
Okay. It is attached around his head, and you can see
Yes.
the clasps are kind of put into this, or there's like kind of this, like a clasp you have to undo to get it off.
Yeah,
Um,
if I need to use like an action or something to do that, I am fine
Okay.
with that.
Yes, it would be an action to
Yeah.
pick it up and detach it from its head, but yes.
Okay, then yes, I just want to try and get a hold of it before we end up in a situation like last time.
Okay. Awesome.
Do it.
You got it.
Okay, and then time to start walking away. Go, 10,
Just run.
15,
Just run.
You have the mask, just go.
20.
Just go
Yeah,
together.
just go.
25.
Run to Waterdeep.
Funny.
Yeah, so that is bonus action, movement. Yep,
Okay.
that's me.
He's going to use a legendary action to change step. He throws one of the swords 30 feet in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he is pulled to its location.
And I suppose that ignores attacks of opportunity or spells of opportunity?
Nope.
No?
Nope. You could
I
cast a
will
spell. Or
do
you could
another-
make an attack, whatever you want to do.
I'm going to try and cast another spell.
No,
Okay.
he was outside.
It's
of
another command.
All right. Elias, can you check my d20?
Is it another natural 20?
Oh fuck! I chose that d20. I'm sorry.
You guys are
Damn
rolling
it, you
this
guys!
thing.
No.
Everybody's rolling d20s.
Natural
Oh my
20.
gosh, it's like
Unfortunately.
20s everywhere. Wow.
Someday I'll get to use my new feat.
Oh man.
He looks at you, Sola, and just goes, "Come on now. Aren't we about this? Above it? Show me what you can do.
I am literally trying to do that.
Try harder."
Nothing worse when the bad guys
Very
pay you
weird.
to do now. Fuck.
I'm trying to have fun, and he just slams the chains against, and it kind of does like, you know those like things where they have like the ropes. He's doing that, but it's causing the entire ground to crack and crumble around him as he
He's
hits.
mocking us. He's doing a workout.
All right, is that the end of your turn, Elias? And that's it. Chain step. Okay.
Yep.
That's
Next
all I
up
can do.
is Eon, who
Cannon.
is
Shoot
going. Cannon. The cannon's already made, so it's out there. She had that created last session. So the cannon is going to take a bonus action and attack. And that's going to be a.
Do you want it with Eon or somewhere else?
It's with her, yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me. It's going to be a 23 to hit, which hits. So he takes 3d8 force damage. I think.
And is eviscerated.
Yeah, actually, the cannon has to go
Yeah, it'll
5,
take a
10,
bit more than
15.
that.
The cannon has to get 15 feet closer, so you can move it 15 feet closer. Perfect. And then it's within 20 feet. So it'll blast for 11 points of force damage.
It has to be close.
Yeah, I think so. But
This cannon, yes. Hers, no.
that's the bonus action, and then for action, she's going to raise the cannon, the Lyrium Displacer. She's going to make an attack with it, but first, she's going to use Anxious Shot. Ooh. And you can see her bite into her thumb, and it starts to bleed a little bit before she plugs it into one of the power chambers into the gun.
Cool.
She takes 4 points of damage, but she has advantage on this strike.
Plus a bless.
Hell yeah. Which is good, because she doesn't have a big to hit on this one. Okay. So 10 plus 2, 12 plus... 12 plus 13, 25, which definitely hits.
Yes.
So it does 2d12 plus 4. Ooh. 29, or 19 points of damage. That's that one. You see Eon bring out her cannon as she commands her turret to fire, and then shoots a blast which hits him point blank range.
Does that also add the 1d8 she gets?
It does, yes. Thanks for reminding me. Which only does 1 extra, unfortunately, but still good.
It all counts.
All counts. She also takes a d6 of fire, but she's actually she's resistant, I think. She is. 2 points. And she's going to use her movement to run all the way that way. Actually, she's going to run towards Sola, if she can. Yeah, without getting in the fire. Staying within...
It still has 10 feet of movement on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, she would probably try and climb up that space there. So I'm just going to get her to do low athletics. DC 15, she gets a 15. All right. Sweet. Yeah, so I'll say she's literally, she's right on that space. That works. So that'll be the end of Eon's turn. Ramsey, you're up with Rhaenyra on deck.
Okay. D6 fire damage.
Yeah.
Dose.
And your free action.
Yeah. I will yell out that he doesn't like when you fuck with his head. And I will move off my little hotspot. By
I like that.
10, 15, 20,
Oh, I get it.
30.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I
then
thought so. Okay.
I
just
will-
took something for that.
pull out one of the +1 arrows. And I will take my first shot at him.
All right, roll to hit.
So it would be at advantage or because of the greater?
Yes, I'll say.
Okay.
Although I think technically you have to make a stealth check to get that advantage now, because the greater invis is he can kind of see it. But for now, we'll just say it's fine.
Fair enough.
Plus 12. That's 34 to hit on the first one.
Yeah, that hits.
Great.
Oh boy.
Just barely.
Not great, but. Sorry, I'm just. Nope, no. Okay. 6. 16. That's 21 points of damage on the first shot.
Nice. Okay.
You know what? Piercer? No, same thing, so it doesn't matter. Okay, next one. Because he's still marked, I get that. And that's it. So, second shot. I'm not able to cast a spell on
No.
this one. No, okay.
No.
Oh, sorry. Whatever that was damage, add 1 to it. For the...
Plus 1 weapon. Yeah.
Yeah. 25 plus 12 is 37 on the second one. And that's only... Oh, balls. 6. It's 10 points of damage on the next one.
Okay.
And then I am going to... Sorry. 25. Those two. 30, 35, 40. And I'm going to tuck... Is this pillar kind of toast or...
It's kind of toast, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just tuck in behind that.
Okay. Good. That's the end of your turn.
Yes.
Rhaenyra, you're up.
So, obviously, I've heard the don't fuck with his head. This is why I wanted to go
No,
last.
fuck with his head.
Yeah.
Fuck
Sorry,
with
this
his
is why I
head?
wanted to go last. So I counted. My full movement goes straight there.
Okay.
So if I do hit, that's an extra D8 for Charger as well.
Yeah, sure is.
Nice.
But yeah.
Get all up in his business.
So
You
I'm
charge
not.
forward.
Yeah, I'm not gonna activate yet because. So bonus action first.
Mhm.
While we were talking about new spells, this one because you just said that this is insane, Darryll, for real. Staggering Smite as
Oh.
bonus action lands a hit, adds another 4d6 psychic damage.
You have to hit first.
Yeah. Yes. I
Yes,
know.
yes, yes.
I
Yes,
know.
yes, yes.
I know because I'm also blessed for that one.
Yeah.
Because I can't guided strike because my bonus action was the staggering. Just we're all on the same playing level.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use a Fastion, but not activated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Because I can't do multiple things like this.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
pick which one you want.
D6. 19 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
With a d6?
Yeah.
What? Rhaenyra.
No. No, wait. It has to hit for him to move.
It has to hit for you to use your bonus action to do that. So
No,
that's
no,
why.
no, no. I
or-
mean for because it says if you move 10 feet in a straight line towards before attack, it still has to hit, right? For
Still
him
has
to
to-
move.
yeah.
Okay.
You have one more attack though.
Yeah. I was like, I just want to see
So
if
all
he.
this stuff could
Yeah.
hit on the next attack.
And it's still blessed on this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll for your second attack if you like.
Without blessed, it's a 23 to hit. But let's roll for blessed. Let's do
Let's
that.
roll.
Do
Let's
it.
do that.
Always at it.
Because I'm blessed. So it's a 27 to hit.
Hits.
Nice. And then it doesn't count for staggering because I was on the first one, right?
No, so the way staggering says is when you hit with an attack, you can then do it. So you don't waste it by using
Not.
it beforehand. It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
You can
Yeah.
only use the spell once you hit.
Oh, okay.
So calling it beforehand doesn't do anything.
Okay.
You just miss everything.
Okay.
It's just kind of like you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this if it hits, and I'm like, yeah. So let's see if it hits first, and then
Okay. Okay.
But this second one does hit.
Yes.
So you're gonna roll a d10 plus 1d8 plus your regular, and then also staggering smite.
The D8 though because of charge. Okay.
And so there'd be 2
Yeah, that's what I was just to clarify.
Yeah,
so a
two.
D10,
plus
2
7.
D8s.
Yep.
And plus 7.
Perfect.
Okay. It could be worse. So
Plus
plus 7.
Yeah.
So that's 21.
21. Okay. 21 points, and then staggering smite.
Yeah, the 4d6.
Yep.
I figured, yeah, we want to separate those baddies.
Yeah, staggering.
8.
Hey.
Of what
Two.
kind of damage?
That was psychic.
Staggering smite. 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
You swing down with the sword and goes, oh, that's a nice one.
You also have to succeed on a wisdom saving
Yep.
throw or you're stunned.
Yeah. And as he's responding, like his swords are trying to hold onto it, Hephaestion hums and goes, this one has killed so many! And it just forces down into his skin, and you can see he grabs his head.
So what he hears in his head from the necrotic damage is all that laughing is because Damon's dick isn't in your mouth.
For a wisdom save?
Yes, sorry. It is a
Dirty
17.
dirty
Okay,
20.
dokey. Okay.
He's making saves. Damn.
It's the dice.
I'm
Okay.
not choosing the dice next time. That's why he wanted me to choose the d20.
So that's your bonus action with the staggering smite.
Action and
movement,
movement.
action.
Yep.
Okay, so that's all for your
Denzel
turn.
Washington.
Awesome. Next up is Troto. He is going to use his bonus action again to engine overdrive, which will mean he's going to go 5, 10, 15.
You get your attack.
Of opportunity if you'd like it.
I can use breath weapon instead.
Yeah, you can
as
do that.
well.
Yep. Actually, no, because your sword isn't.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm getting mixed up between like 2024 and like the sword stuff.
That's
okay,
fine.
that's fine. I'll just do opportunity attack. That's fine.
Okay. Make an opportunity attack at disadvantage.
A disadvantage? Okay.
As the chains along his back move to protect him, and you see that
Disadvantage is
spirit
an 18.
showed up. 18 is a miss.
27 was the.
Even with bless?
I didn't bless.
That's
Bless.
Always bless.
Hashtag it.
So then it's a dirty 20.
Just hits.
Yeah!
Oh.
Hashtag bless.
Yeah.
Am I doing the D10 plus 7 then for this one? That's it, right?
Yep. D10 plus 7 plus 8.
Okay.
Or plus D8.
Plus the D8. Yeah, right. For the divine smite, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So then 16 plus 20.
Nice. A little bit extra damage there. As he runs up to Sola, he gets within 5 feet. As part of the dash action, he makes one weapon attack.
Okay.
He's a runner, hey?
16.
Misses.
Misses. Okay. He's gonna go, and he's gonna make one attack against Rhaenyra. It has disadvantage, right?
Yep,
First
because of
hit.
the cloak.
7 plus 19.
Hits.
Balls!
All right.
We gotta work on your AC, damn it.
Rhaenyra.
If when I activate,
Oh, it
it'll
goes
keep
all-
going up
okay,
and up and
okay.
up. Yeah.
Rhaenyra, you take 19 points of slashing
Slashing.
plus 7 points of fire.
I am resistant to fire.
Oh, sorry. 1 point of that wasn't fire; it was necrotic.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if you don't have the resistance for it. but-
So just one necrotic.
Yeah,
That's right.
instead of and 12 fire
So then I'm resistant.
So
to
6.
fire, so 6.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
It's the spot on fire.
Yep. He goes, one more time. 1. He's going to use his second strike to swing at Sola. 25.
I am still shielded from the last round.
All right,
Okay,
so
your turn
misses.
hasn't come up.
Yes.
He is going to use his movement 5, 10, 15 to move all the way right here.
This way?
Yep, all the way right.
And I can't use my opportunity attack because my turn hasn't come back yet.
And 5 and 10, and then he's going to swing because he can still see Eon's head poking up. He's going to swing one of his swords there. 2. That's going to be 26 to hit Eon.
With the 2? Oof.
14.
No, he's like
He's
counting
saying
us.
2.
Oh,
He
okay.
hit me, so it was like 1.
Second
And he's like,
Gotcha.
He's like the count on Sesame Street. Where
Yes,
it's like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pop,
like
pop,
that.
pop.
And he laughs a lot. Yeah.
7, 12, so she takes 6 fire. And 8, 10 slashing, 2 necrotic. He's 15. He'd moved 15 feet there. So he has some movement left. Can he get within there to get activate that? No. So he's gonna run towards you, Ramsey.
How much has he got left?
He can go 5, 10, 15. He can get within 10 feet of you. 25, 30. Yep. One back, yeah. Right there. And he's gonna make final attack onto you. 3. Natural 20.
Ugh.
Okay.
Does it hit?
I think it might hit.
I don't know, guys.
Okay, the slashing damage. Is 26 points of slashing plus. $24 fire and 4 necrotic.
So much
And then, because he hit 3 enemies on his turn, he gets to see if engine overdrive recharges. And it does. He repositions within 5 feet of one of the creatures he attacked this turn. He positions kind of in front of Sola. On the other side. Right there. Right there. And he's going to swing his blades around, doing that circular attack again onto Rhaenyra, Sola, and the construct. Can you two make dexterity saves? Construct gets natural 1.
And we're blessed on that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Hooray. Thank you for saying so.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra?
24.
Success. You take half damage here.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Success, you take half damage.
Sweet.
Okay, so this will deal... $19 points of slashing plus 10 fire, 29 reduced to
14?
15, 14. Yeah.
14, 15, yeah.
But fire, I'm resistant again.
Okay, so the fire total
Yeah, just like.
was 10,
Okay.
so it goes to 5.
Okay. And sorry, what was the other one?
The other one was...
You said 29, but I don't know if that was.
16.
Okay. So half of 16?
No.
Or 16 is the half?
16 is normal.
Okay.
Is
Okay, got it,
Sola's
got it, got it.
spot on fire now?
Yes. Actually, no, not her spot.
Okay.
But the spots where he attacked Eon, Rhaenyra, and Ramsey are now on fire as
I
well.
think you already put me on fire.
Yeah, I already got her and I got me.
Okay, you want to... Okay, yeah, perfect. Then that's good.
Yeah, I'm just putting them under them. Someone leaves.
Sweet. That's going to be the end of his turn. Sola, you're up.
Okay. So, even though there is a little patch of fire beside me, Sola is gonna take a deep breath and push through it.
Ooh, okay.
So,
Take a D6
I will take
of
a
fire.
D6 of fire damage.
2.
Worth it.
She's like a firefighter. It's so worth it.
Literally.
Yeah.
Has that badge.
Can you make a concentration check?
Sure.
You're going to need you to make 2, actually.
Oh yeah, because I took damage
Yep.
that last time. I will get to add that. Oh, and I get to also do that. Natural 20.
Okay, you're good. On the first
so
one.
on the first one, and then
Second one's only 2 points of damage, so DC 10, which you can't fail.
which I can't fail.
You're
And I
good to
rolled
go.
a 19. I killed that concentration check.
Yes, you did.
It is dead. Then Soul is going to cast from this position 30 feet radius. Mass Cure Wounds at 5th level. That actually, hold on, if I press it is better. So that will do. You know what? There we go. So 41 healing to the 4 of us here
Yeah,
within
holy.
range.
Nice.
Plus an additional something to me.
Like we all get 41?
You all get 41.
Holy smokes. Okay.
So we're in the back like, oh man.
It's like clutching the max. That puts me back full.
Plus an additional 2
like
plus the
everything
spell, so 41. So I get 46. 47. Sorry.
Yeah, everyone regains an additional 7 with your Disciple of Life feature.
Everyone does?
Unless that was added.
That's just me. No, that part gets included.
Okay, cool.
I'm adding my Blessed Healer,
I see.
which is just me.
Right.
Cool. So that's my action.
Sweet.
Did that use the spell slot? It did. There it should. Then as she heals, she's going to say, "Is that enough healing for you?" Also, 7, 8, 2, 3, 9, 7. Messing up his counting.
I like that. That's funny.
There will not be a bonus action, and I've used my action, so that's it.
All right. Sola, after your turn, Troto is going to use 2 legendary actions and whip the chains around you and try and pull you in. You can count with me. Come. I like to see how weird we can get it. Make a dexterity save.
Ooh, what?
Ew.
I don't like that.
It's gross.
You're pervy.
5, 10. Oh, you're just out.
10, 15, 20.
Ducking.
Okay.
Yeah.
There.
So many ducks.
Ducks absorb.
Still not amazing. It's gonna be 13.
Failure.
Yep.
Sola, you become wrapped in the chains
No.
and are pulled onto Troto's back.
Whoa.
On the.
You are restrained,
Okay.
and you take 3d6 fire damage at the start of your turns while restrained in this way. You can try to become unrestrained by repeating the saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay.
You are currently, on his space, stuck up in these infernal chains in this pulley system that's, you can see, like, you're here clinging and clanging against the armor as it's trying to, like, bring you in, and it's just getting...
Little feet ding, 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 kicking in the back.
Luckily, my armor is all metal,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to like jam the gears a bit.
Yeah,
Find the
you
weak
you
points.
have your shield in the way, which is a good thing because
Yeah.
you see these chains are trying to go around your neck.
Freaky.
That's going to be the end of his legendary action. Next up, we just had Sola's turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, so next up is Elias with Eon on deck.
Okay. Elias is a little bit sad that he didn't get to participate in the cure wounds.
Sorry, Elias.
You ran away, motherfucker. That's on you.
So, for my bonus action, I will cast Blade Ward, just to bring my ward, my arcane ward up.
Okay.
So, just kind of whatever. The blue ward kind of shimmers around.
Mm-hmm.
So 27 temporary HP.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Damn.
And there's, like,
Can you add
I can-
the healing to me? It's right in front.
And then
41 left.
Thanks.
okay, and Ramsey had said, "Do fuck with his head."
Fuck with his head, yeah.
Fuck with his head
Fuck
is
with
what
his
it was said. Okay, so Elias will take a step forward, and
A single step forward.
one step forward, and yelling towards Troto, will say, "You are too hasty to assume our defeat, and you're bad at counting," and will cast Mental Prison. So,
Oh boy.
That sounds fun.
Oh boy. All right.
make me an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. I will let you know he is immune to charms. So...
Oh, you said to fuck with his head. No.
However,
Yeah.
he still takes the damage of 5d10.
5d10.
Psychic.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. Okay. So that is true. So he succeeds, but instead of seeing an illusion, just takes 5d10 psychic damage. Okay.
Yep.
That is still a good amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Don't fuck with his head that much. Alright. Okay. So that is 8, 9, 10, 12. Oh, that's so sad. That's 15 psychic damage.
What?
I rolled 2 1s and a 2.
We got the nat 20s out already.
Yeah.
That 15
Yeah.
is doubled to 30.
Okay.
However, as
Jeez.
you see him starting to rub a point on his skull where you can see like that shadow that was on his shoulder goes up and tries to like heal or be around his head in that area, but there's nothing stopping him from just...
Okay. Well, that is still good. And then that is bonus action and action. I will continue moving out of the way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll go like... I will say kind of behind him.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
That is the end of my turn.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to chain step. He's going to move 30 feet to the right, going above the fire if he can.
Like over this way or?
Yeah.
To your right.
To my right, yeah. He throws a chained sword
Solo
that
would
lands in
go?
the ground. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And is pulled in that direction as the pulley system on that one side goes through. Sola, you are still stuck. All right. Next up is Eon. Eon is going to... Her cannon is destroyed, unfortunately. So she's going to use her action...
She takes D6 of fire.
Thanks. 1 reduced to 0.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
Want to get off that spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll move.
She runs in a circle. Pick a direction.
There.
Okay. For her turn, she's going to save onto some of those spells, and she's going to raise her Lyrium Displacer. 18 misses.
She blessed.
Oh, she is blessed. Thank you.
Blessed.
Plus 5, 23. She hits.
Hashtag bless.
Nice.
And pays.
Hashtag yes. Thank you, Bless. Alright, and plus the D8. Sick. 19, 23, 24 points of damage on that one. Ooh.
These 24 points of damage brought to you by hashtag bless.
Nice.
Very clutch.
Speak to your doctor if hashtag bless is right.
You're experiencing bless for more than 4 hours.
Please visit your local emergency center.
That's gonna. She's gonna move a little bit further back. She
You're
can't
at-
go that way, but she can move to the right, right?
Yeah.
She'll do that way then.
5, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20, 25. The 25 is at the top of the stairs.
She uses a bonus action to like kick the lizardkin over as she runs, like trying to see if he's got any pouches on him. But she just kind of goes up the steps and is leveling her cannon for her next shot. That's going to be the end of her turn. Next up is Ramsey with Rhaenyra on deck.
Okay. 1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
As I take a 5-foot step over.
Yep.
Just record
Thanks.
that. Okay. This time I yell out that Charmed, Frightened, Paralyzed, and Necrotic won't do a god's damn thing!
Charmed.
Should have said that earlier.
No, the fuck with the head did not help then. but this helped.
And
Charmed,
then
Paralyzed,
I am
Necrotic.
going to take my first shot at him.
Okay.
Sharpshooter.
Okay. Good thing you have sharpshooter because Sola is giving him cover at the moment from your strikes. But I was able to.
I ignored up to 3 corners, yeah.
Yeah. So
Just stop moving, Sola!
okay. You go like stiff as a board and
It's like the
Around you.
knife throwers in the magic show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
exactly.
26 for the first one.
Hits.
Uh, 23 plus 10, that's 33 plus 5, that's 38 points of damage on the first one.
Nice. Big
38.
shots.
Yeah.
You must have rolled pretty freaking well on sneak
I
attack. Damn boy.
I rolled a lot of 5s and 1 2.
Damn boy. Woo.
Uh,
Nice.
next one.
Okay, roll a hit.
Sharpshooter again, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 21, 14, 29 on the second one.
29
Yeah.
hits. That's with sharpshooter? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, bless.
Bless basically knocks out
Sharpshooter,
my
yeah.
sharpshooter.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's 10, 24 points of damage on the second shot.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
And
turn,
then,
sweet turn.
Very good turn. 50 something odd points of damage there.
oh, by the way, too, he is slowed, so he loses 10 feet of movement.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then that is, not that it'll really do much, but
Yeah,
fuck.
he's doing his Yankee Cheney thing.
Mhm.
All over the place.
Is,
Yankees playing.
sorry, sneak attack.
What's up?
Oh, it's not a, god damn, it's not a bonus action.
What?
I thought sneak attack was a bonus action.
No.
Do I have anything else?
You can dodge, you can hide, you can
Yeah.
dash.
I can't cast a spell though, can I?
Not unless it's a bonus action spell.
It is.
What is it?
We'll make the second one an ensnaring strike. Strength 16 save.
Okay. Just so you know, next time maybe
Yeah,
call
I
that
should've,
beforehand.
yeah.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
What?
This guy is
You got, like,
full of
yeah.
natural 20s.
I wish we had a counter coming.
This for this session alone.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it is now Rhaenyra's turn. Is the spot you're on fire, Rhaenyra?
It is.
You take 4 points of fire damage, reduced
Half?
to 2. Yes.
Cool.
It's gonna be like, no, it's not. She magically put it out.
I can't do that. I can only add acid to it. Probably make it worse. Damn it! You said you moved 30 feet from me, right?
Yep, 4.
Oh, actually, I have my full. I still have movement after that, anyways. So I obviously see Sola ensnared. I guess I'm not dashing, but I am like running. Like I don't need to dash. Like I still have movement all the way up. Like I still have 10 feet after
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, if that's 30 feet, then I'm all the
That's
way up.
35 to rate.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I don't need to go any more.
Yeah.
5 feet. I like see Sola and then swerve. No.
You still have 5 feet. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, but that's good to know.
You run
That's
up.
good to know just in case.
Okay.
And we're gonna awaken my new bestie, Volnus.
Fuck you.
And then okay, I'm still blessed, right?
Heck yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. I'm not gonna guided strike. I have a different idea. If we're gonna multi-attack.
You're gonna onslaught.
We're gonna onslaught.
All right.
Onslaught.
You get into
Yeah.
you lower yourself into this stance as the sword hums and you almost see the tip of the blade touch the ground before you thrust forward extremely quickly. Roll some attacks.
So first attack?
Yep, roll
Just
attack.
plus 12, right, for the first attack.
Yeah. Or, yeah, plus 12, plus d6.
So 27
That'll hit.
for the first. Bonus action then, is what I'm going to do is Shining Smite at
Sure.
the 3rd level.
Ooh, okay.
So
awesome.
that one adds... Okay, so let's do the damage and then...
Yeah.
And I'll do radiant damage after that.
That sounds good.
So the regular damage... Sorry, I closed my phone.
No worries. It'll be 1d10
Uh-huh.
plus 1d8 radiant.
So
Plus-
with Shining Smite, it's another 2d6 radiant as well. Do you want to roll radiant separate?
That's fine.
Okay.
If you're... What type of damage are you making your d6?
Oh, you mean like as the bonus one?
Yeah.
Because I'm so confused by what Darryll said. So...
Psychic damage seems to be doing a lot.
Okay, so psychic.
You
yeah.
saw that too with
Yeah.
your spell.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. So then I have a d10, a d8 for radiant, right?
Yep.
And then I'm adding 2 more d6s for radiant for Shining Smite.
The
Yeah.
bonus action, absolutely.
Yeah. Right? That's everything I need to roll?
Yep.
Yes.
And let me know what the psychic damage is separate.
Yeah, so that's 22. So that's the radiant and the
And
regular.
weapon, okay.
Yeah. And then the d6 for
Psychic.
the psychic, just one
Yeah.
d6, right?
Yeah.
Is a fucking 1.
Okay, 2,
That's 2.
right?
Yeah, but there's still a second hit.
Yeah.
So
Shining Smite, does he have to make a save
I think it's
to not have hits at disadvantage or have advantage?
Nope, it's just concentration.
Okay,
So I have advantage now on the next
next
attack
3.
roll, and he
Yeah.
can't become invisible if that does anything.
Yeah.
If he does that, I was like,
Not to mention he,
seems
has
to
a
like the
walking glow
attention,
stick
though.
on his back, so
yeah.
it's...
So
alrighty.
what's going on here? Why aren't you rolling? Hello. Advantage.
Yeah,
Roll.
advantage.
Okay, it didn't. Okay, I'll just do it
I
myself.
know sometimes D&D
D&D
Beyond is
Yeah.
finicky with advantage.
And then we're
I see it.
blessed. So, plus 23. 22, sorry, 22.
22 hits.
Yep.
So
Okay.
D10 plus D8.
D10.
You would have Charger as well, so 1 D8.
D8.
We'll add it to
So-
this one.
2 d8s?
2 D8s.
Yep, sure.
And then 1 D6, which I'll need separate for the psychic damage.
Okay. So let me just take. I accidentally did the d6, so I'll just take that one out. So then that's 13 points.
13.
Yeah.
points.
And then the psychic is. 'Cause I messed that up. Is 3.
3.
Yep.
Okay, so 6. And that was with the added plus 7 from the sword, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right.
And then third hit.
With advantage.
Yep. It's so okay. It's like super glitchy. So with advantage, and you know what? We'll bless it. Is a. That's a 32 to hit.
Nice.
That hits,
Yeah,
yeah.
So then we're D10, and then just 1 D8 for this
Mhm.
one, and then
And
plus
1
7.
D6.
1 D6.
Plus 7, yeah.
You want to do the D6 separate again?
Yes, please. Keep
then
that separate.
The
'cause-
plus 7 for the regular is 14.
Okay, 14. Nice.
D6, 5.
Nice.
And then last attack at advantage. Let's see if it works this time. You see what I was like glitching there? Okay. Oh no, it didn't do advantage. Okay, let's roll again. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah. I'm seeing these pop up even without bless.
Yeah,
You're
it's
good.
just like, oh, I was just doing blast for fun. It's 22 to hit at
It
advantage.
just makes you feel
Final
like
hit.
it's a
Letting
bigger
me, like,
number.
happy
Final one
myself,
hits. All right, roll damage.
Okay, so then D10, D8s. So the regular plus 7 is 25.
Ooh.
And then the D6 is a 2.
4. Awesome. You run forward, your sword touching a little bit of the water along the edge before slicing into Leverick. You completely dodge Sola in every way, stabbing. He takes all these attacks, shaking, controlling his muscles, blood not really coming out of the wounds. As his head turns to you and he just goes, "What the fuck was that?"
Amazing.
Fuck you!
But Shining Smite, so all attacks are at advantage.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. As long as I'm concentrating on it.
Yep.
I remember this one. It fucks with everybody.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Rhaenyra? I believe so.
Yeah, I've done everything I can
All right.
possibly do.
It's now Troto's turn. Troto is extremely bloodied. On some of, he's trying to keep up standing at the moment. As you have cut so many of his muscles in his arms, you can see him like shaking a little bit, trying to hold the chains. He's very damaged. Fuck it. You can die first, since you're so willing. He's gonna start attacking you. These have disadvantage with the cloak. The first one, right?
Yeah, and there's some cool stuff.
Yeah, so first one is going to be 15.
Misses.
Misses. Second attack.
Mm-hmm.
With disadvantage is a 17,
Meets.
but it misses. As
Because my AC went up.
As
Yeah.
he comes to strike you down with this 17 to hit, Hephaestion sees the bladed path. And almost in slow motion, you can see the way it's going to come, and you are able to block it.
So that's goes up by 1.
Uh-huh.
Just that one, right?
So now your AC is at 18.
Yep.
His third attack. Natural 1.
But it still goes up.
Uh-huh, to
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Fourth attack. 21.
Yeah, hits.
Okay, so that one hits.
But it still goes up.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
But now it's
Yeah.
over. So like it
Okay.
resets at the end of his
Okay,
turn.
so 19
right?
is where we're at right now.
And then it resets. Like
Okay.
so it won't matter.
Okay.
Past this attack.
Okay.
As it will reset. So Rhaenyra.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. That's why it
It's
says
the first
at
time we've done this.
At the
That's what
end
I was
of
like-
it says at the
Got
end
it.
of his turn.
Oh, okay, got
So
it. Got it.
when the
So it's
attackers,
just for the next hit.
it's basically
Got
for
it.
all
Okay.
of one person's attacks on you. They can
Got it.
increase the AC.
Got it.
He's still going to do a lot of damage. Though. Rhaenyra, you take 17 points of slashing, plus 12 fire reduced to 6,
Okay.
plus 6 necrotic.
Oh, God. Okay.
And he is just looking at you in shock a little bit. As not only do you hit him with almost every single one of your attacks, but he is not able to return the favor. He's like, "What kind of fighter are you?"
I try to laugh like he was, but I don't know how, so nothing happens.
Just comes out awkwardly.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Sola,
Okay.
it is your turn. You
the
take
start of
9
it.
points of fire damage. You cannot fail the concentration check on that, so all good.
Correct. Cool.
Start of your turn, you are restrained.
Is this spot on the fires?
It would be, yes.
Okay.
Okay. For my bonus action,
Well, it's because you actually.
Sola's going to cast Misty Step
Woo!
and
Nice.
get out of this thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not going to bother trying to make dex saves.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you do.
And so
Nice.
I'll
Put
go-
yourself where you want. Go.
So from here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Poof. Swoosh, he appears over there in a little shower of
Nice.
mist. And then this is not anything that would block my vision.
No.
I don't think from him. So I will just take one step closer to Elias, and from there, I will then cast For Whom the Bell Tolls on Troto.
Nice.
19 Wisdom.
He is going to use a legendary resistance.
Okay. Then he does not take any damage from that, and unfortunately, so also does not heal. by doing damage. So, then I have another 25 feet of movement. And so Sola is gonna go 5, 10, 15. Yeah, 20.
You're running right back at him.
Yeah, that's my plan.
You're like, hello, goodbye.
Just wanted to give you another chance to hit me with those chains, Troto. 2, 6. Half. 0.5.
This is fun. I like you, little one. You got spunk.
Oh, well, thank you. That's the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use one legendary action to change step, and he's going to move.
We're running away, are we?
Oh, whoops. He's going to go 5, 10, 15.
Did he come in within
30.
range of me that I can try a
Opportunity attack?
opportunity
You may.
spell attack?
I don't. I
And
don't.
Rhaenyra can, yes.
Okay.
Both of you can.
Okay.
You can go first.
I'm gonna try another command.
All right.
Wisdom 19.
Yeah, you go first.
It's going to use a second legendary resistance.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I will just swing.
Okay, you have disadvantage on this
Okay.
check. As he moves away, the chains rile up to block.
And blessed. Okay. With the blessed, it is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so we're
Bless.
doing
That was a hashtag bless.
D10 plus 7 and a D8.
Yes.
Getting the hang of this.
Yes.
17.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, so as he runs back, why was he doing like the chain moving thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna like yank one of them back. I'm trying to think of a movie where, sorry, I'm just such a huge movie person. It was like when you yank and then like as he comes towards, like just shoving,
Yeah.
like right in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
You shove your sword into the back, severing his spine.
And I'm saying, this hurts more than Damon's dick, doesn't it? Am I gonna like up and impale him?
He falls to the ground. Is that the end of your turn? Or that's the end of your opportunity attack? Yep, it was.
Yeah. Well, I only have the one hit anyways, yeah.
As Troto falls, you see that little shadow on his back, floating around before disappearing inside of him.
What is that?
Elias, it's your turn.
Is he dead?
I mean,
The shadow thing.
the
went
body's
into him.
the body's dead.
Did
I
my
should
hunter's
promise
mark go
to
away?
Try to
Your hunter's mark?
Yeah.
Interesting.
try to kill the shadow thing.
How do we kill
You know,
shadow things?
I don't know. Let's just like destroy the body or something.
It's your turn though, so you
Yeah, it's my turn. What the fuck do I do? I don't destroy bodies. That's your guys' job.
Never a bad time to learn to destroy bodies.
Do you also throw up acid or no? It's like dispel magic or
Don't
something.
listen, like, I mean, maybe. Can I do like?
Or is he cursed or like he's
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea actually. But maybe it would be fun to try.
But maybe it is.
maybe it is.
Guys, it's a really stupid idea.
Sweet. We excel at those.
Yeah, okay. I'll try, but you need to back me up if anything really bad happens. Because it probably will. And I will try to cast Remove Curse on, presumably his dead body.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I reach out kind of like very tentatively to touch wherever he is not bloodied.
Okay. Yeah, not a lot of blood on his body, actually.
Yeah, right.
He's like a car, pretty much.
It's like,
Yeah, like a...
And as you lean down to touch him, his hand raises up and grabs yours. Except it's not his physical hand, but a shadowed one coming out of his back. As you guys see Troto stand, his face entirely covered in that black shadow. Red, demonic eyes. That voice speaking again. I did not expect the 5 of you to bring me out. Fine. You face Muvi, the demon of war. Bonus action wise?
Misty
I could think of a good one, yeah.
I already used up my leveled spell, so can't do that.
True.
Yeah.
So I guess Remove Curse had no effect?
Didn't seem like it did anything. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot.
It was a smart idea.
So he's like up. This kind of like
His
Yeah.
face is like black.
very.
and the eyes are
It
It's like
seems
very much.
just like
Still
him.
prone.
He's technically prone. In the way of this goes, it kind of fell, and then Elias, as you were kind of going up and you touched him,
Yeah.
that spirit has now possessed his body and is moving it.
Okay. Sola, don't let me die.
Okie dokie.
And I will. Well, I guess no. I'll stay there. I don't want to
I don't know.
provoke an opportunity attack, because that will kill me.
All right.
Oh.
That's the end of your turn, Elias.
Yeah.
Next up is Eon,
Do potion.
Yeah.
who is going to raise her Lyrium Displacer and make another attack. 23 to hit. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Plus a d8. 24 points of damage off that one. Good job, Eon.
Nice.
Wow.
She raises her weapon, just goes, "No!" and shoots right through the shoulder. And you just see like a huge hole through that blade on his left-hand side. She's going to climb up taller. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all the
She could
movement
do
she
all
has,
that.
sure.
Yeah.
Ramsey, you're up with Rhaenyra on deck.
Okay. Let's
You can see now he's holding 2 swords with his regular hands, those same swords. And the 2 shadowed hands on his back are holding similar weapons, wreathed in shadow.
Okay. Well, let's throw that hunter's mark back on. Does anything change?
No,
Okay.
not this time.
Then for the freebie, cold and fire don't work well. And sharpshooter.
All right. Hashtag bliss. Hashtag bliss.
Whew. 29, 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay.
I'm doing an advantage. Oh no, never mind. The advantage attack was on the body, not on this guy. Yeah.
It still have a few others.
I can cast it.
So that's 5, 12, 22. 32 on the first.
Ooh, sweet. Wow. Heavy damage.
Sharpshooter on the second. Ooh. This one may not hit. That's 22 minus 5. Yeah, that won't hit.
Even with hashtag bliss.
Yeah.
Even with hashtag
I rolled
bliss.
like crap.
17 misses, unfortunately.
So, I'm going to take my movement.
But hashtag bless never fails.
40. I gotta come over to here.
Okay. We're
Yep, that's everything.
okay. That's the end of your turn.
Yep.
He's going to use a legendary action to chain step, and he's going to move behind Elias. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to move all the way to the right-hand side. Farthest way you can.
Like here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Yeah. That's going to be the end of the legendary action. Rhaenyra, you're up.
Okay, I just have to do some
Fire
counting.
damage.
Pretty scooched.
Fire
Yeah. Oh my
damage,
my ducky.
1 point.
Oh,
fire
my
damage.
ducky.
It's nothing.
0.
1 to 0.
Where did I go?
Right here.
But where was I?
Right
On the
here.
fire spot.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
sorry. I was like trying to count. Like, what are you doing? It's like it. Okay, let me just double check how close I need. So I need to be within just 30 feet. So, oh, sorry, my ducks are going everywhere. Okay. So
Ducks are out of
5,
control.
10. Okay, so then I can move. So then it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Who's this? Is that you?
That's Elias, yeah.
Okay.
That's me.
I'll use my full movement actually to just go. I still have like 5 feet after that, but I'll just go there.
Okay.
Towards, well, I guess the person that we're fighting.
Yeah.
I have to kill you again. Straight breath weapon. I'm going to do a line.
Yep.
DC 15.
Dex save, right?
Yeah.
Natural 1, he's going to use his final legendary resistance.
Does it still take half damage?
Half damage, yeah.
Okay. So the regular acid damage, because this will have to be separate.
Yeah.
So the acid damage, 17 halved.
Okay. Enough.
And then we are going to use the 2d6s
Yeah. 2d6 fire,
for
2d6 cold,
lightning.
or lightning.
Yeah.
So the fire, yeah, I'll have them separate, please.
Do you want to do them separate? Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do fire first.
Okay.
So the fire's 5, and then lightning is 6.
6, okay. Oh, he's very close.
He's gross.
He's close. Close to dying.
I was like, he's gross. I was like,
me
okay.
too,
I was like, that's good to know.
Ew.
Yeah. Where
You
are
see
we?
Muvai, the shadowed spirit, is trying to hold on to his limbs, but it's almost like each attack you're making on him is causing more of this shadow essence to wreath off of this body.
Oh, it's like pulling kind of off.
Yeah.
Okay, are you not doing well? Okay.
No.
Okay, just because I don't know where are we? I'm last, hey? Shit.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
god, okay.
Yeah.
Put yourself there.
Bonus action, I'm gonna lay on hands for Elias just to keep them afloat.
Mhm.
I'll give you let's do 40 hit points. I have a lot. I still have left over after that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Whoa. Nice.
40.
Yeah.
40's a lot.
Okay.
Nice.
I still have some left over after that.
Paladin leveled up, y'all.
Hell
Like it.
yeah.
Cool.
I like it. I like it. I like it. So that's action, bonus action.
Yeah, bonus action was my lay on
Lay on
hands.
hands?
Yeah.
That's nice that that's a bonus action. I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
65
It
points.
used to be an action.
Was
Yeah.
it sucked?
Yeah.
That's new
Yeah.
adventure.
No, never
area?
use it.
So
Yeah.
much for
All right.
a paladin.
Next up, how far away is Troto from you guys?
Them 15.
5, 10, 15,
20.
20.
20? Okay. He won't use any legendary actions then. It'll just go in initiative order to his turn. First of all, he's going to engine overdrive dash. Okay. And he's going to move right up here to Elias. And as he gets within 5 feet, one of the shadowed strikes actually reaches down and is going to make one against you. Ooh, that's going to be 31.
Okay. Cool. It was close.
They're just rolling to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. There were like other things.
Okay, you take 16 points of slashing, 2 points of necrotic, and 12 points of fire.
This is spot on fire.
Yes. That's his bonus action.
What? Cool.
Fuck. For his action, he is going to raise his hands, all 4 of them, with all of this necrotic and fire energy amassed around them. And it's going to make a gigantic pillar of energy. And he is going to swing it down in a 10-foot long line, 10 foot wide, 120 foot long.
Wow.
This.
And this isn't like a spell or anything? This is a thing?
No.
Okay, cool.
He's literally slamming down the ground in front of him with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
It's going. Solo's just on the cusp of it. You know, I think he would have to land this. He'd have to. I don't think there's a way for him to hit all 4 of you with a 10-foot wide, from the way I'm kind of looking at it. So he's going to use 1 foot of movement there, and then hit. Actually, it would go 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. He can't hit Eon, unfortunately. He still can't hit her.
Right,
It's
yeah.
close, so.
It's almost the same situation, but in reverse.
Yeah, in reverse. But
Do
he's
you mean
gonna.
we actually positioned ourselves
You
right?
guys did good.
Oh, wow.
So he's actually just gonna aim it on you 3.
Okay.
Okay.
So he throws, or not throws, but slashes down the swords, this gigantic rupture of energy, cracking the ground in front of you as it is blown away by his strike. Can I get Rhaenyra, Elias, and Sola to make dexterity saving throws?
So you can also add +4 because you're right beside me.
+4.
And you're blessed.
And blessed. Okay.
This looks like a very dangerous attack, guys.
I might actually
Great.
be on this earth.
What did you just roll?
A 6 on the d6.
Oh, okay, good.
Things are looking up. Maybe.
I'm going to spend duck because I don't think I've got enough.
Okay. Rhaenyra.
29.
Successful. Elias.
Also 29.
Successful.
Oh.
Sola.
It literally was like 28.
No.
No!
So 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
So that turns out to be a 15.
Failure. Okay.
Used a duck on you.
Oh.
Duck you.
Sola.
Hello.
Hello.
You take 51 points of necrotic damage. Plus 28 points of slashing.
Slashing.
Cool.
If you succeeded, you take half of that total.
So 25 and
25 and 25 and 14.
Okay.
thank you.
That was slashing and necrotic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Damn.
As like the energy from the swords off of his back is all necrotic. It's death energy slamming into your face.
I'm not sure if I can make that con save. So
Be 70, half a 70 something.
so third, yeah.
It's 28 plus 51, so 79. You need a
Have-
34
It'd be a 34, and
with bless.
I could theoretically, so I guess I better.
Okay, concentration check.
Oh shit. So
You're not invisible anymore. It's not happening.
That's okay.
29, so 29, 35.
What the fuck?
5
Holy shit.
on my concentration check. With
bless.
hashtag bless.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's
meant to be.
I rolled a 19 plus 10 plus 6. So that's
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
35?
19.
And this
plus
is why we
10
roll.
is 29
Your
plus
bless
6, 35.
spell
Jesus.
somehow stays on, as the pathway that this was hit is all difficult terrain now. It is entirely fucked up.
Okay.
But that's going to be the end of his turn. Next up, Sola.
Yeah. Well, even channel divinity now does not have the kind of oomph I need, I think. So, what does it say how much it gives though? Anymore. Preserve life. There it is. 60. So yeah. Anyway, so Sola is just like staggered here, as this like energy rips through her, but she just like barely has her eyes open afterwards, and is gonna use a 7th level spell on heal on herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Because she's gonna stay up to keep helping her friends. So that's 89 plus 2 plus 9, so 98 healing
Nice.
in one shot, and so this like crazy burst of light erupts out of the rough terrain under her feet.
Mm-hmm.
And so that'll be her action.
Okay.
And then can't really bonus action any spells, so movement. there's not like anywhere we can be that we aren't in some kind of line, is the thing.
If you went that way,
Yeah,
Gonna
but
be in line with
then
you, though.
he'll just be in like a line that way or a line slightly that way.
yeah, but he's
like,
also looking pretty rough, and we've got
5, 10,
And you
15,
and I.
Our
20,
line.
And Eon, too.
25,
Eon's a big
Yeah.
30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Solo's gonna literally go right up to him.
Oh, all right.
And get on the other side of him.
the square root of pi is
On the back of his head, you can see that shadowed face swiveling around to meet your gaze.
Right. Do you count 2? 4, 8, 7.
On its turn, it will try and swipe at you.
It's already decided.
Yeah. All right, that's the end of your turn,
That's the
Solo.
end of my turn.
Elias, you're up with Eon on deck.
Okay. Going to. Ooh,
You still have the
yeah.
mask, right?
I do still have the mask, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And will instead attempt to cast Tasha's Mind Whip. So,
All right.
this one is another intelligence saving throw.
It's very bad at these.
That's what I'm hoping for.
5.
Perfect. Okay, it was
Yay.
a 20 to beat. So this is great. And yeah, it is the feeling of being slapped by a ruler. Technically, though,
Psychic ruler.
psychic ruler. As Elias will say, Troto, you should have known better than to mess with gods. And that will be 14 psychic damage.
How do you want to do this?
yeah.
Yeah, just looking at this like sorry state of a person that has just been consumed by this god of death. It's just, you should have casted that away sooner. What a sorry state.
You cast Tasha's Mind Whip, seeing those threads of the weave and sending them through his ear. Out the other side, just of red.
Painting Sola.
As you see the shadow back into its shoulder. And you see Troto look over at you. Oh, fuck, that was fun.
You're still alive?
I'll be seeing you again. You watch as his body starts to decompose. You have no idea how long it took Nor to build this one. Well. Even if I fuck this one up, it's well worth fighting all of you.
I'm
Next
sure your
time.
master will be proud of you.
Oh, fuck him. I want to see you swing out again. And this time, you'll do it when all your friends are on the ground.
I'm gonna step over him and like shove my sword down in his mouth.
You hear the sound of his neck breaking, and as a light blue magical essence leaves his body and begins to quickly float and fly off.
Soul's gonna shoot something at it.
Goes right through it.
Fair enough.
Do you have any spells that can deal with souls?
Damn.
Let me just quickly check my repertoire.
Me thinking about taking magic
Soul.
jar for a spell.
Everything has a use.
Wouldn't that have been crazy?
Souls. Soul.
Soul. Wow.
It's in your name and you don't have them.
You see also with that, the black shadow kind of smokes up and follows that essence.
I mean, I could quickly try and banish it, I guess. I don't know. I don't think so.
Just come back.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
we're.
just for 1 minute, we
What's
have
like
to deal
the
with it.
demon of war? Right, is what it was?
Something like, yeah, god of...
Yeah.
It was... seems similar to your guy.
Yeah.
The name.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know it?
No, but the similarity
Mm-hmm.
is pinging for you. And if this one was a demon of war,
Mm-hmm.
you may have had a demon of the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
As that energy floats away and off in the direction of the north. You all have a second within this temple for it to be restful, for it to be peaceful, for a second of quiet. There are fires burning around you, the smell of burned skin, dust, debris.
We have the mask.
Yeah.
Trying to like double check
And-
inside, threw it in the bag of holding, it's still...
Still in there.
Still there.
Yeah. Black Dragon Mask of Tiamat.
I'm going to collect that wicked ass backpack.
You think it's on? You think it's on?
I'm hoping that.
There is, like I said before, an infernal engine, and it's been grafted, pardon me, to his back, his lower back, with some sort of arcane blood magic.
I just look at Eon. You want this?
Investigate. She goes, it's like really powerful. Can you get it for me? Cut it out, please.
Pull the kukri up from the back and just start just trying to get it off.
You're cleaning that before it goes in the bag.
I don't know if Eon will let you even get it close to the back.
I'm already holding on to her stuff.
That's true. Yeah, I'll try and get it off the body if we can.
Scrying. If I have the target's garment, or even better would be a lock of hair, a bit of nail, it says,
Yeah.
this is a body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it his then? It was
I
my
think-
knowledge of the arcane and how magic this spell would work. I
Mhm.
mean, I guess there's no harm in just taking some and trying it sometime. But
Yeah. Kind of
Throw
hard
it
to
in the
tell
bag for later.
Yeah.
if it would or not.
so Sola is going to, take her hatchet and... Is there hair on this guy? Any hair?
Not a lot. On his arms would be the main place you find.
You should like shave him.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, we'll just
Smooth as a baby's bum.
scrape off some body hair. It's like, this is not my preferred way of doing things, but it's just how the spell works.
I hold up a finger. Would you prefer this?
No. Okay, so that we could potentially scry on him.
Yes,
at
absolutely.
another point in the future. Anyway, as you are doing that work, so okay, we have a mask again, but we don't know for how long. I think immediately, priority number one, figuring out how to get rid of it. Do we all agree?
Yes.
Yes, we cannot hold on to this.
And so, Sola's gonna send a sending. And she's going to send it to... what's his name?
Artemis Ravenfoot.
No
No,
big dragon friend?
Protanthor.
Protanthor, the Gold Wrath. continue. Or the golden rage, pardon me.
Are you going to count?
So much counting today.
I know, right?
Rough.
Hi, hey, hello. Sola here. Hasn't been long, I know. But we have Black Dragon Mask and cannot keep it. How can we find you? And
All right. The response.
No wonder our calls get ignored.
The response comes back. Kind of hesitant at first, but bring the mask to the Nether Mountains. And the Platinum Council will decide on its fate. And as those words bounce around in your head, you understand the Nether Mountains to the northeast of Silvery Moon. And where Mithril Hall awaits. That's where we're going to pick up for next week.
Well, balls.
Oh, wow.
Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your week. And hi, hey, hello.
Hey!
But it was only one of if all three of them were there, we would have been fucking dead.
Oh, yeah.
oh, for sure. We can't take on all three on.
Well, all three of them had to take out the golden dragons. It took all three of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Pick up the dots.
Yeah, you get the idea that like
Kind
the
of,
weakest
like,
That's right, I was
member can take out an adult dragon
Yeah.
pretty easily. And from what the
By
damage you saw
themselves.
just there, that would make sense.
Yeah.
So much
Yeah.
fire.